Welcome back, everybody, as we get set to go for tonight's matchup. Evansville Thunderbolts and Peoria Rivermen. Broadcast presented by Acceptance Home Mortgage. Almost set to go here. Let's get you kicked off with tonight's Thunderbolts Keys to the Game, presented by Old National Bank. First off is the first goal. Thunderbolts both wins the season are after scoring the first goal. And Peoria, 6 of their 7 wins, they score the first goal. So a very crucial point is getting that goal. Second is playing a complete 60-minute game. Peoria is a team that will bounce on any possibility, any opportunity, no matter how small, and make the most of it. And lastly, contain Darren McCormick. 8 goals in 7 games. He has 5 of Peoria's 7 game-winning goals. The Thunderbolts are going to have to stay on him all night long. Tonight's goaltenders are Eric Levine for Peoria and Parker Gahagan for Evansville. Thunderbolts goaltender Parker Gahagan, second game with Evansville, 36 saves and 39 shots. And the overtime loss to Quad City. Eric Levine coming in with a 4-0 record with a .944 save percentage. Tonight's officials, linesmen are Brandon Newsarek, Mitchell Hunt, referee is Logan Gruhl. And once again, your 3 keys of the game were presented by Old National Bank. And starting off the starting lineups with the goaltenders. Starting lineups presented by Orthopedic Associates. And we'll have the rest of that lineup as soon as puck drops. Peoria coming off 4 straight wins against the Macon Mayhem. Both the last 2 in Macon, 5-2 and 5-3 scores. And the 2 before that in Peoria. Thunderbolts last 2 games before embarking on a 5-game road stand. Starting off in Macon next week. More on the Thunderbolts road schedule later on in tonight's broadcast. And we'll start up with Peoria's lineup. They have Jordan Carvalho, Cody Dion, Jordan Ernst, Ben Escrova, and Nick Neville. So a big test for this Thunderbolts team. They nearly handed Peoria a loss in Peoria a few weeks ago. They will have the chance to hand Peoria their first loss. It will take a lot of work and a lot of effort. Let's see what this game holds. Puck is dropped underway here at the Ford Center. Thunderbolts start off with Taylor Macon, Stan Zykov, and Seth Swenson on front. On defense is Braden Helms and Kyle Thacker. Starting lineups once again presented by Orthopedic Associates. This one back in the Rivermen zone. Off the near side glass, glove down by Zykov, but poked away by Jordan Carvalho. Spun back against Zykov. Good forechecking play for him. Had a couple goals in a couple weekends ago for the Thunderbolts. Had the game-winning goal against Huntsville 2 weekends ago. As Neville will start up. This one tipped to head off the stick of Dion. Icing is waved off. Thunderbolts. It bounces in. The Thunderbolts thought it would be iced. Everybody stopped, and a shot from the corner bounced off the skate of Gahagan and in. And that is how Peoria gets the game's opening goal. And a very unlucky bounce for the Thunderbolts as they got caught completely out flat-footed. 42 seconds in, a weird one. And Peoria has not lost this season in any regard, but they're 6-0 in scoring the first goal. And there's 2 of the 3 keys right out the door right away as McCormick has the goal. And I didn't catch that assist, but nonetheless, it's a 1-0 Peoria lead. 51 seconds into this game, face off in the Rivermen zone. 1 shot on goal for Peoria. Off this draw, poked back by Zach Nieminen on the stick of Hamilton. This one's led along to Nieminen up the right side. Nieminen shoots, save Gahagan as he fought it off. McCormick to Frazio from the point, shot gets through, save again by Gahagan. It was loose, but the whistle is blown. And the first 2 saves of the night for Parker Gahagan. Tough start for him, tough start for the whole team. And while we have our first non-goal stoppage, you look at tonight's scratches in IR, presented by Orthopedic Associates. Thunderbolts scratching D'Amico Hanoun and goaltender Max Strang. And Skylar Smutek is a technical scratch for Peoria, although he's serving a 2-game remaining in his suspension. Their IR players, Drake Hunter, Thunderbolts IR, Scott Donahue, Brendan Robbins, and Carl Greco. This one's frozen up again by Eric Levine at his end. He's not had to face any shots on goal yet. 1:18 gone here in this first period. Goal by Darren McCormick, 9th of the season, leads the league. This face off to Levine's right side. Off the draw, it's fought back to the point, held in by Sam Vito, recovered by McPherson, rolled to the line and outs. Play back in by Lubin. Levine can't get enough of it. This one's a delay offside regardless, but they touch up. Holton on the puck places one deep. To the far side for Sam Vito. Moved it along to Derek Sutliff. In a battle down low, Peoria recovers. Paul Frazio will stutter from behind his own nets. Frazio leads it up for Alec Bear. Start of the season with Evansville, was traded to Evansville after week 1 in exchange for Kyle Thacker. This one's played in. A collision behind the play as a couple players were coming off the benches, and this turns to a Thunderbolts possession. Zykov had it but lost it. Recovered by Peoria, who collapsed to the middle. This one hops in the neutral zone into the stands just behind the Peoria penalty box. 2:03 gone, first period. 1-0 Rivermen the score. This face-off will be outside of set penalty box on the Peoria side of the red line. Matt Barnaby, Stan Zykov, and Seth Swenson. The forwards out for Evansville. Thacker Helms back out of defense. And on the draw is Helms. Scored his first goal against Quad City last weekend. He is offside this time. Braden Helms, who scored an end-to-end goal. Starting out from the defensive end, got around everybody and was able to go to the net and score against Ryan Mulder. And that was a tying goal that made it 1-1 at the time. And through the first 5 games of his Thunderbolts tenure, 4 points. And now make that 6 games for that second game, but still leads the defenseman for Evansville. He has certainly been very good for Evansville. Played a little bit with Indy last season for his professional debut. Saw a call up to the Norfolk Admirals already this year, and he played 1 game. We have a whistle for a hand pass. In the neutral zone, 2:15 in. And this face-off will be in front of the Rivermen bench. Interestingly enough, Peoria has 1 minus on their team, and that's Alec Hageman. -1. Quite the anomaly. You wouldn't expect that. I mean, it's been a slow year for the captain so far. He's got only a goal and 3 points in 6 games. Usually he's a point-per-game player at this point. But he has made it clear this is his last season in a bid for a championship, the Peoria native. Into the zone, Zykov, shot save, gets to his own rebound, sent it just wide. Great play by Zykov, and it nearly worked. And the Thunderbolts are going to need to do more of that, racing to the net to get chances if they want to tie this thing up and have a chance in the game. Theo Calvis, number 2, coming out of a long OHL career. This one's played in by Cody Dion. Helms on this one. First great chance for the Thunderbolts tonight. Really the first great chance of any kind. And the first Thunderbolt shot on goal, Stan Zykov. He has looked sharp with the Thunderbolts this season since being acquired from Knoxville for future considerations. Pretty good pickup from the Ice Bears. Levine settles behind the net, played it to the far corner. On there is Zane Jones to work a battle up. Peoria recovers, to the near side it goes. Helgeson tries to work the puck free. It's Hamilton. Pressed in the corner by Austin Plevy. Plevy trying to move it to center. Rolls to Helgeson, who shoots, blocked by Jacob Reichert, who had 2 goals and 2 assists in his last game. And it's McCormick the other way for Peoria. Had the one bounce up the skate of Tanner Butler. Plevy plays this behind his own net for Kenton Helgeson, for his old Calgary teammate, Zane Jones. Plevy with Smith back the other way. Smith centers. Helgeson with the lane momentarily to the near circle. Played it back, nobody there. To the far wall. Smith trying to hold the zone. Can't do it. Alec Bear carries. Bear through the center logo. Up the near side boards and deep. Gahagan gets a stick on this one. Plays it back to the near side for Kenton Helgeson. Sulliff absorbed the check. Hageman jumps on the puck, rolls to the point. Alec Bear back to Hageman along the half wall in a battle with Derek Sulliff. Here's Hageman in the center. Backhands one in the near circle. Bear shot blocked by Helgeson. Helgeson in a battle. This one's worked back to the far boards. Holton banks it. Not out. Play with a high stick, so therefore Peoria couldn't touch it. This one's played back to the Rivermen zone. Thunderbolts get a line change as they send out Felix Cronwall down on the ice for his first shift. Out on defense with Brandon Lubin. Sulliff on possession. Despite that weird goal that went in, the Thunderbolts have not had a bad start. And nonetheless, they're down 1-0. Sulliff on the near side plays this over the nets into the far corner. Sam Vito on it. for Holton. 2-on-2 scrum. It's roll free. And the Rivermen come up with this one. To the near side, Neville trying to work it along. Sutliff jumps in. Fished away by Henderson. To the point, held in by Cronwall. Rolled to center, but knocked down by Garrison Santapass. And Zach Nieminen coming with it. A couple former Huntsville Havoc forwards. Nieminen gets to it. Had it poked away. Santapass falls up behind the net. Backhands one up the slot. Galvis shoots one wide. Teed it up from inside the blue line. So it's recovered by Lubin. Sent down to the zone. This will be not an icy as it's off of Levine. Good bank shot by Brandon Lubin. Rivermen recollect in their own zone. Past the 5-minute mark here in the first period. Peoria up by a score of 1-0. Carvalho laid it across. It's behind Calvis. Chopped at by Swenson. Nearly worked free. Not a bad idea for Swenson. Dion up ahead. Elms will come up with this puck. Play back in deep. Zykov on it now as Peoria starting to fall asleep in their own zone. This one banked toward the net, picked up by Calvis. Off the near side boards. Cut off again at the red line, but following up is Carvalho into the zone. Offside. Would have been a 2-on-1. And we will get a stoppage. 2-1. The Rivermen, 1-0 Rivermen, the score. We'll be back in a moment.
Our customers are people who work hard for their money. So we do everything we can to make their money work hard for them. At Meijer, we see it as a simple matter of respect. That's why for 80 years now, low prices have been built into the way we do business. Because the most important thing we can earn is the right to shake someone's hand and look them in the eye. Come see for yourself.
.551 gone here in this first period. Thunderbolts down by a 1-0 goal on a goal by Darren McCormick. A weird one, but it's in the back of the net. Shots 3-1 in favor of the Rivermen. Nieminen, Reichertz, and McCormick back out there for the Rivermen. They've had 3 shifts so far, I believe. So, head coach Jean-Guy Trudel going with his big guns. So far it's worked. Dumped into the Rivermen zone. Frazier on this one. Looking ahead from behind his own nets. Handing off. Now to Nieminen up the right side. Across the line from center. Goes to the far wall. Short of the corner. Curls it back behind the net for Reichert. He is pressed by Tanner Butler. Able to move it free. This one's worked away by Smith. Thunderbolts come out. Zane Jones. Have Smith and Plevy with him and Helgeson. This one is behind everybody to the line. Reichert able to manage it back to the red line. Butler is back, moves it up to Jones. Jones up the right boards. May have a lane, but it's poked away by a scope, and then he gave a poke to Levine after the whistle. Trying to free up the puck, and that draws in Frazier and lines to make sure nothing else happens there. That was nearly a break for Zane Jones, but a very timely poke check by the Peoria veteran defenseman, Ben Escroba. Regardless, it's a face-off in the Rivermen zone, and they send out Hagman once again with Bear, McPherson, Neville, and Theo Calvis. Off the draw, Barnaby won it back. Lubin to the end boards. Barnaby chased by Neville. Barnaby scored his first pro goal against the Rivermen. Here's a chance in front. Good read as Calvis fished it away from San Vito, was camped down in front. Peoria the other way. Hagman across the line with Calvis. Sends it on goal, looking for a rebound. That one's held on by Parker Gahagan, who stopped 3 of 4 shots so far. 6:55 gone in this first period. The face-off to the left side of Parker Gahagan. First of 2 games in 2 nights between these two teams. They'll see each other a total 10 times this year. For the first time, I believe, in franchise history, it's not the most times they'll see a specific team. This year it's Quad City with 11. Neville centers off the draw. Hagman has a lane. He shoots it wide. A lot of Thunderbolts on that left side. Nearly led to a chance for Hagman. It's back to the Peoria zone. Hagman starts it up again. He is worked on by Macon. This turns into a Thunderbolts possession. Swenson's shot was deflected away. Back checking was Nick Neville. Galvis around. It's past Neville. Santa pass. Works this one back. Nobody there. This turns into a possession for Taylor Macon. Thunderbolts starting to cash in on some chances. Stan Zykov getting puck battles won. This one's dropped off Thacker up the left side. Thacker batting a shot through the crease. Far point Helms. Back in deep for Austin Plevy. Plevy to the points. Braden Helms. Long-range wrister was knocked down by Alec Bear, and they start up the other way, Peoria. This one's rolled on goal from the blue line, covered up by Gehagen, and a face-off in the Thunderbolts zone coming up. So we hit the 7:51 mark of this first period. The shot's now at 5-1 for Peoria, but the Thunderbolts getting some good offensive zone time. Peoria a little sloppy on the breakouts. That's led to the Thunderbolts getting a couple opportunities, and that's where they're going to need to cash in on if they want to win this game. And one thing I did not talk about on the keys to the game is staying out of the penalty box. There's a lot of keys to beating Peoria, but one of them not in the top three is staying out of the penalty box. Special teams, ridiculous numbers for the Rivermen. More on that later, as this one nearly a 2-on-1. Plevy couldn't into the zone. Delay offside on the Thunderbolts. And a giveaway to Jones at center. Save by Levine. Again, Peoria sloppy in the defensive zone. And that led to a chance for Jones. And that leads to Evansville's second shot of the period. As I mentioned, Peoria's power play, 38.9% through 7 games. I mean, that is incredible. And the penalty kill's even better, 93.9% killed off. You can't get much better at special teams. And sure, it's a smaller sample size, but we're not talking 1 or 2 games. They're 7 games in. And Macon's a good team, even though they beat them 4 times. Carvalho across the line. From the near side boards, plays this one deep. This one's taken away by Butler. Not out. Carvalho on the wall, plays it back to the end boards. Butler again. Checked by Dion, able to move it to Helgeson. Off the skate of Smith, and now comes Plevy with Smith. Plays it deep, chasing is Jones. There first is a Skroba for Peoria, around the far boards for McCormick. Cross for Neville on the breakouts. This one just given away to Sam Vito. Work back to Cronwall. Now up for Holton. Off the glove, the Peoria back checker. Neville able to get it back to himself against Sutliff. Floats this one to the Evansville line, drops down for Cronwall. This one deflects into the Evansville bench, and Braden Ostapchuk makes the catch. From the bench, the backup goaltender for the Thunderbolts tonight. Making the catch. That one would have hit one of the, possibly the assistant trainer, equipment manager Ben Ellis on the bench. So Ostapchuk had the glove ready. Shots 5-2 in favor of Peoria. 8:59 gone in the first period. A relatively fast-moving first period. Off the draw, Rivermen control. Galvis plays it ahead, tipped into the zone by Nieminen. On this one first is Lubin. Around the boards, held in at the points. Deflects a couple times with a chance for Nieminen, and he scores! Zach Nieminen makes it 2-0. A cough up at the blue line, ends up in the Evansville nets. And a lot of Peoria fans made the trip down. You can hear them in the background. It's 2-0. Zach Nieminen gets the goal. And for him, his 3rd goal of the season. A turnaround shot gets through after it was held in on the far points. And the Thunderbolts down 2-0. Time of that goal, 9:12 first period of play on their 6th shot of the game for Peoria. Play deep by Zykov as we resume play. Around the boards, this one poked away. That hit Frazier. Swenson on this one. Butler at the far point for Swenson. Fished away and cleared. Jake Hamilton, the lone assist on Nieminen's goal. Once again, 3rd of the season for Nieminen. This one's down low for a Skroba. In the Rivermen zone. Frazier ahead. Back to the red line. Taken back by Helgeson. Tipped along by Taylor Macon. Back into the zone for Swenson. This one is offside on Evansville. And the face-off will be in front of the Peoria bench. So goals by McCormick and Nieminen have the Rivermen in front. Thunderbolts with 2 shots so far have had some offensive zone chances. Peoria's done a decent job at least of protecting the front of the nets and keeping the chances mostly to the outside. Thunderbolts had one good one off Stan Zykov. St. John's places ahead as a chance for Jake Smith. He shoots one, deflected out of play by Theo Calvis. Nearly had a lane on that right side, but a good job coming back by Calvis. And he keeps it 2-0. We're to go to timeout. Rivermen lead 2-0 halfway through the first.
What happens when we harness the power of the sun? We generate clean, renewable energy to power our region. Through Vectron's new state-of-the-art 50-megawatt solar farm in southwestern Indiana, we're bringing a little piece of the sun to every home and business. Vectron Solar Farm will join a new natural gas power plant in Posey County, as well as wind, coal, and landfill gas to round out the sustainable energy powering your life. It's all part of your smart energy future.
$9:59 to go here in this first period of play. Goals by McCormick, and the Eminen have the Rivermen in front, 2-0. Ty Pecker once again coming to you live from the Ford Center in downtown Evansville. Face off in the Rivermen ends. Thunderbolts control the draw. Butler plays it deep. Jones can't reach this one. Near side, Jones has his helmet knocked off. Puck finds its way in the stick of Smith. So Jones back to the bench to get a change going. Butler's shot was blocked off from the point. Rivermen out with this one. Helgeson stops it down short of the red line. Tries to play this in, draws a penalty on Peoria. It'll be on Henderson. Holding is the call. Thunderbolts get the first power play of the game at 9:37 left, so that's 10:23 into the period. And it's actually Garrison Santa Pass for holding, not Hamilton. As I mentioned, Peoria's penalty kill has been phenomenal, 93.9% killed off, and they've scored some shorthanded goals to go with it. Evansville's power play, 7.1%. They got a goal against Quad City last weekend, 8th best in the league. And they're going to find the way back in the game. They got to find a way to make it work, despite what the numbers say. Levy San Vito, Jones, Smith, and Lubin for Evansville. It's Smith, it's Lubin. Lubin, shot gets through, save Levine. Rebound to the corner. Good shot for the point by Lubin. Frazier trying to get it out. Jones able to hold it in. And again held in. Shot again, save Levine at the shot by Jones. Good couple shots early, 16 seconds in. Not a bad start to the power play for Evansville. Long range shot by Lubin, got through the man in front. Levine able to control the rebound. And the second one, Jones, just a good mid-range shot from about 48 feet out. And the line had to make the save. Same lineup out. 16 seconds gone on the power play. Plevy on the draw. Able to win it again. Here's Smith from the center point. Looks, hands off. Lubin tees it. This one deflected out of play off of Peoria's stick. I believe that was Alec Hageman who made the deflection. 22 seconds gone in the face-off again. Stays in the Peoria ends. Thunderbolts with 2 shots so far in the power play. Once again, San Vito, Plevy, Jones, Smith, and Lubin for Evansville. Peoria with Carvalho, Hamilton, Reichert, and they made one change. And it looks like Nick Neville. Off the draw, it's picked up, and this one hops up a stanchion and is cleared by Neville. Thunderbolts start back from center ice. Lubin for Smith. Entering is Plevy. Along the far wall, this one's fished away and cleared by Carvalho. 40 seconds gone in this power play as Skahagen plays this one to Smith. They'll start it from their own end. It is Lubin starting. Thunderbolts change in progress as Barnaby comes out. This one's taken away and cleared. Skahagen plays it away from Hageman. Here comes Barnaby on the near side. Barnaby looks over his options, plays it cross ice for Zykov. It's behind him and banked on the opposite side of him and cleared. 45 seconds left to go now in the power play. 2 shots so far, good start, nothing since, and a trip on Helms is not called. And this one's the other way for Peoria. Here's Carvalho from the near side. He shoots it over the net, and then sliding into the net is Zykov as he was taken up with Reichert. Those two got tied up racing back to the net. Not sure what happened there. As, you know, I don't know if maybe Reichert stuck his leg out there based on that replay. It wasn't the closest, but it certainly looked like that could have happened. Either way, they remain on the Thunderbolts power play 31 seconds. Face off in front of their own bench. They had 2 shots in the first 16 seconds, none since. Off the face-off, this one's taken back by Evansville. Helgeson with Helms, Macon, Aiden Holton, and Seth Swenson. This one sent right back out by Peoria, and Reichert on a one-on-one. Carvalho joining in on the rush. Reichert held on the near side boards. Macon throws a light check. And Thunderbolts get it back with 10 seconds to go. Braden Helms entering as Holton shoots off the side of the nets. Back to even strength, 2 shots. Another chance in front, was blocked down in front. Holton on the far side. His shot gets through, save Levine. And now Swenson on the near side. Chopped at by Henderson. Picked off by Hamilton, Cleared for Henderson. It's Nieminen coming up the right side. It's around Swenson. And he lost control of the puck and draws a penalty on Swenson. And Peoria's deadly power play will go to work here with 7:10 to go. So Seth Swenson for holding at 12:50. Sends Peoria in the first power play of the night. And like we said, 38.9%. Carvalho, Dion, Hageman, Neville, Jordan Ernst, the 5 out for Peoria. Plevy, Brandon Lubin, Al Thacker, and I believe that's Jacob Smith for Evansville it is. Power play gets to work for Peoria. Here's Hageman from the near side. Ross ice over Ernst. This one's cleared by Smith. Once again, Swenson for holding at 12:51 of this first period of play. Rivermen up front 2-0. Peoria starts up slowly. It is Hageman with Dion on the right boards. To center and drop back to the far circle, but no shot. Carvalho banks this one back to Ernst at the line. Neville at center. Now Hageman on the right boards. Hageman to the point. Neville tees it up. Saved by Gahagan. Rebound chopped up by Lubin. It's cleared. Thunderbolts get a change going. Out now is Kenton Helgeson, Derek Sutliff, Hayden Holton, and Braden Helms. Dion enters the zone on the right side with a man going to the net. Dion shoots it, save, and the rebound sent to the boards. And this one is cleared by Helms, or rather by Sutliff. 59 seconds to work with left for Peoria. They have 2 shots. Hamilton has the puck behind his own nets. He has Alec Bear along with Jacob Reichertz, Darren McCormick, and Henderson out. McCormick left side, shoots it over the nets. Stays in on the near boards. Alec Bear to the point for Hamilton. Hamilton to Bear. 35 seconds to go in the power play. 5:43 to go in the period. Anderson drops it back to Hamilton. Hamilton to center. Gets it right back. Moves to center. Man in front is Reichert. This shot deflected wide by Reichertz. Bear on the near side, short of the corner, to the half wall, now to the point. Bear again on the right side. Shoots. Blocked in front. This one's cleared. 10 seconds to go. 2 shots so far. Off the stick of Bear. Helms is there ahead of him. Around the far boards. This one's cut off, but it's out the Peoria player. Thunderbolts come up with it, and they've killed it off and have numbers the other way. Jones with 2 men at center, but the pass is cut off by Hamilton. Strong penalty kill for Evansville. They allow 2 shots. It remains 2-0. And the Thunderbolts have had 2 shots of their own on their power play. And it's a wash. And Shirley, I think they'll take it at this point. This one dropped down at center. Played up by Smith to Jones and tipped down ice. Hamilton there for the Rivermen. Jones banks back to the Rivermen line. Hamilton looking back as he's chased by Plevy. Gets it to Calvis. Zach Nieminen. Chased again by Plevy. Thunderbolts working a 1-3-1 formation. This one's worked up the near side. Henderson. Rather McPherson down low. Cut off by Brandon Lubin. And out comes Zane Jones. Thunderbolts looking to get some momentum off that penalty kill. This one sent wide from the neutral zone. Thunderbolts get a change going. Rivermen try to beat out the line change. Calvis is pressed and hits the linesman as a result. And Jones. And this will stop play as the linesman is down and hurt. And then on the other side, the referee was the one that got hit, and he's down and hurt. Jones, I believe, is the one that threw the check. Him or Holton. And it sandwiched the referee between the boards and the Peoria player that was being checked. I believe that was Calvis. And the referee, by the way, Logan Gruhl, certainly hope he's okay. And referee for the Thunderbolts is right out there to take a look. May have been cut in the process. Can't see. We're stationed behind him. He's able to get back up, gets to the water, and looks like he's okay. Certainly a good sign there. Logan Gruel, tonight's referee. You got to be tough in this game, whether you're a player or official. Hopefully he just got the wind knocked out of him more than anything. So this will be a face-off in the Thunderbolt zone. Due to the referee being hurt on the play, that's why the whistle had gone. And this face-off to the right side of Parker Gahagan. Carvalho and Holton for the draw. To the point, Calvis gets a quick shot, gloved up by Gahagan. As Ernst and Holton jostle after the play. Ernst a little stick work there. 4:03 to go here in the first period. Peoria up front 2-0. Shots 8-5 for the Rivermen. That goal in the first minute, a lucky bounce off the far corner and banked off Gahagan after no icing was called. Not saying that one should have been called. Can't even remember, honestly, if one should have been called. Nonetheless, it wasn't. And Thunderbolts let their guard down. Carvalho plays it in deep. Holton challenging Ernst once again. They separate for now. You can imagine only one fight this year for Evansville in 7 games. That was Braden Helms against Tommy Sikos at Quad City. Galvez leads. Carvalho across the line with Dion. Dion is center. Good poke by Helms to free it up. But Escroba shoots. Blocked again, maybe by Helms or by Thacker, who went down the play. This one's played behind the net. Thacker has it. Derek Sulliff. Helmholtz has seemed to settle things down for now. 3:25 to go in the period. We'll look to try to get back within 1. This is Cronwall. Behind his own net, chased by Alec Bear. And being challenged, able to move it to Thacker. Now Sulliff off the near glass and outs. Neville plays it back in, but onto the stick of Sulliff and work back to Cronwall. Cronwall looking for the exits. Peoria working the 1-2-2 back, and now it's Barnaby. Thacker off the near side. Zykov can't send it deep. It's Alec Bear back to the neutral zone. Zykov went down behind the play. Bear now Hageman. Rolls to center. McPherson, shot blocked nicely. And this leads to Zykov the other way. Zykov trying to grid around Neville. Zykov turns, shoots it wide. Zykov again, 2 good rushes. Just can't find the back of the nets. Rolling toward the net. Barnaby can't get to this one time. Alec Bear. Chased by Zykov to the point. Hageman tied up. Gets it out past Helgeson, who stays with him to the red line. Hageman scoops it over to McCormick on the far wall. Plays it in while looking to go for a change and will instead stay out. Janarella to Helgeson. Thunderbolt's forecheck has looked good. Galvis across. Leads to Reichertz. Through center. Across the line on the far wing. Gets around Swenson, but it's offside. And this will bring us down to the last minute 58. And that'll bring us to our final timeout of the period. 2-0 Rivermen to score.
Wow.
Actually, we didn't go to timeout. Didn't know what happened there, but we continue on. So it seems like we skipped that last timeout for whatever reason. We play on, so 1:56 to go here in this first period of play. And Taylor Macon will play this up the near side, held in by Calvis. Macon can't clear it initially, but it is out the second time. Lubin back up the far side for Plevy. Roll towards center. Settled down by Smith. Macon plays it in on his backhand, and this one is a penalty. It is a roughing penalty. We're going to go and give you the message from our sponsor, and we'll have the call after this.
We're WOW. We're for streaming, surfing, and gaming. We're for dog dudes and cat video ladies. We're for the tech savvy and the tech curious. We're for wonderful Wi-Fi and endless entertainment. We're for date nights, late nights, game nights. We're for every night.
Shot the draw for the power play is stopped by Levine. Thunderbolts on the power play on a penalty to Garrison Santa Pass. For roughing was the call. Thunderbolts' second power play of the game. Last minute of play here in this first period. 2-0 Rivermen the score. Barnaby enters his own. Banks is one deep. A scroll ball around the far side off the corner glass. Sutliff try to free this one up. Neville gets it to McPherson, who clears. 45 seconds to go in the period. 1:20 in the power play as Helgeson starts up with Sutliff, Taylor Macon, Gunnar Sanvito, and Braden Helms. Carries at the left boards, but it's cleared out by Peoria with 33 seconds to go. Gahagan sells it for Helgeson. Taylor Macon from the red line. Banks it deep on this one. Sanvito goes around the net, but is pressed off the puck. Riker gets it first. Starts off one-on-one, short-handed with Lubin back. Here's Riker on the near side. Save Gahagan on the shot with 11 seconds to go in the period. Garrison Santa Pass once again the man in the box for Peoria. And this face off the left side of Gahagan, so Thunderbolts will have a chance to at least get one more rush this period. And Peoria will try to hold it in the Evansville zone. And we'll take a timeout after the conclusion of the period. And after commercials, we'll bring you updates around the league as well as a look around the SPHL and beyond. And then video highlights later on in the intermission. Bear for the draw against Holton. Holton wins it in the corner. Brandon Lubin has possession with 8 seconds to go. Up the near side for Zykov. Here's Swenson. Drop back to nobody. This one is done for the first period. And that will do for the first 20 minutes. So goals by McCormick. And Yemenen for the Rivermen have them in front 2-0. Shots 9-6 for Peoria. Parker Gahagan 7 for 9 and up for Evansville. Eric Levine a 6 save effort on 6 shots in the first period. So with that, Thunderbolts have 1 shot in the power play. They have 36 seconds carrying over into the second period. And that'll send us to our first intermission of the nights. And we'll take a timeout. We'll be back once again with a recap of the first period and look around the SPHL and beyond after this. After 1 period of play, Rivermen in front 2-0. Back in a few minutes.
Back in 1919, a small printing company named Greenwood Chisholm set up shop in a modest building in Owensboro, Kentucky. Greenwood Chisholm has come a long way since then. We've grown from a local printer into a tri-state company doing custom media manufacturing on a national level. With the latest green printing technologies, we are capable of producing any print work that you might need. From catalogs to postcards, booklets to variable data projects, whether on our state-of-the-art Heidelberg presses or with new digital technologies. If you need your logo on anything else, such as clothing, banners, pins, or magnets, we can do that too. And don't forget our complete mailing and fulfillment services. One thing that has never changed throughout the years, commitment to quality, customer service, and pride in our work. Those standards are the same now as they were when Greenwood Chisholm opened its doors.
If you had a mission to protect the things that are most important, where would you start? Probably at home. Keeping what you eat, drink, and put on your body safe. Ensuring that the products that make your home cleaner and your family happier are easy to use and deliver what they promised. Then you would help others. Going to hospitals, healthcare facilities, and pharmacies around the world to help protect the medications healthcare professionals use to save their patients, all while keeping both patients and doctors safe while they work. Then you would look bigger, to where and how we live, helping to keep our buildings and transportation safe for those who use it, and improving the way we farm and grow the foods that feed us all. This is our mission at Berry. And to accomplish this, we partner with our suppliers, our communities, and the world's leading and emerging brands to protect all of our products, our health, and the way we live, so that we all may have a better tomorrow.
Are you going out tonight?
What? No.
But you have your coat on in the castle. And everyone's all dressed up.
Are they? Well, maybe it's laundry night. Something like that, probably.
And you're drinking Bud Light Platinum.
Look, I'm not going to lie to you. Just let's go quickly. Don't wait up. Bud Light Platinum.
Did you ditch him?
Oh, yeah. He doesn't have a clue.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't.
Bud Light Platinum. Brewed for the night.
Lauren Daigle, World Tour, the soulful and powerful voice. Friday, March 13th at Ford Center. With special guest Johnny Swim. Critics everywhere rave about her passionate performances. Rolling Stone hails the two-time Grammy winner as exceptional. Lauren Daigle, World Tour. Tickets on sale now at laurendaigle.com. Produced by AEG Presents.
These go great with that outfit. Or try these Crocs. Roxy's more your style. Shoe Carnival, a surprise in store. They have so many Nikes here. What else do they have? Adidas too? She would look good with Converse. Shoe Carnival, a surprise in store.
This is no ordinary sub shop. This is Firehouse Subs.
Welcome to Firehouse,
where things are heating up with our new Nashville hot brisket. Freshly sliced, slow smoked beef brisket with a kick of Nashville hot seasoning, sweet and tangy slaw, and melted pepper jack on a toasted cornbread roll. Order one today because a portion of every purchase at Firehouse Subs helps provide life-saving equipment for first responders. Firehouse Subs. Enjoy more subs. Save more lives.
Orthopedic Associates is an outstanding group of professional physicians. I had a wonderful, wonderful doctor, wonderful nurses, wonderful therapists.
They remember your name and treat you like family.
I'm totally thrilled with the results.
I honestly never thought that this would be this good. I'm really happy with it. And I do advise people to come here because now I do things that I couldn't do 10 years ago.
Evansville Thunderbolts hockey on SPHL Live and the Thunderbolts Radio Network in partnership with Fox Sports Evansville is presented by JRX Rain TDS, the official team dentist of the Evansville Thunderbolts. By Rideout's Transmission Repair, Evansville's oldest transmission specialists. And by Acceptance Home Mortgage, the official broadcast stream presenting partner of the Evansville Thunderbolts. 2-0 Rivermen the score through one period of play here at the Ford Center. Ty Peckar with you once again as we recap the first period here in Evansville. 2 goals in the first period. Darren McCormick scoring for Peoria at 44 seconds on a bank shot from the far corner. His 9th of the season from Cody Dion and Nick Neville. They would extend the lead to 2-0 Zach Neiman on keeping from Jake Hamilton. Neiman has started the season. Made it 2-0. Shots 9-6 Peoria after 1. Both sides scoreless on the power play. Peoria 0 for 1. Evansville 0 for 2 on their seconds for another 43 seconds, I believe. 3 penalties, 2 for Garrison Santa Pass for Peoria, and 1 for Seth Swenson on Evansville. Parker Gahagat, 7 saves on 9 shots for Evansville. Eric Levine perfect on 6. Couple standouts on the plus minus. Jacob Reichert's +2, along with Zach Neiman and Derek McCormick. Let's take a look around the SPHL and beyond. SPHL scores presented by the Edge Body Boot Camp. 1-0 Quad City in Huntsville after 1 period of play. Goal by Shane Bennett on the power play. Has them in front 1-0. Knoxville leads Macon 4-2 in the second. Goal by Stepan Timofeyev tied it up for Macon. Now over Marley Quinn, Scott Cutthroat, Brady Florent would extend the lead to 4-1. Stepan Timofeyev, second of the game, cuts the lead back to 2 in the second. And lastly, Fayetteville, 4-1 lead over the Roanoke Railroad Dogs. Early third period. Goals by McCloy, Bednar, Van Der Esch, and McCloy again for the marksman. Mac Jansen, power play goal early third period, has the Railroad Dogs on the board. FHL scores. Elmira trailing in Danbury 6-4 after 2 periods of play. Mentor up 4-1 in Delaware in the third period. Columbus, Port Huron tied at 2 in the second period. Danville and Carolina one aside. Excuse me, had something stuck in my throat there. Watertown up 4-1 over the Battle Creek Rumblebees at the end of 2. ECHL scores. Final Newfoundland over Toledo 4-3 in the third. Jacksonville 6-4 over Atlanta, 6-2 rather. Reading 3-1 over Adirondack. Indy, South Carolina 3 aside. Utah 2-1 over the Wheeling Nailers. Brampton, Maine 3 aside. Greenville 4-0 over Norfolk in the second. Idaho leads Wichita 1-0. Kalamazoo trailing at Fort Wayne 3-1. Rapid City up 2-1 in Tulsa. And lastly, to the National Hockey League, Boston, Toronto, 1 aside in the second on a goal by Austin Matthews, tying up for Toronto, 14th of the season. New Jersey up 2-0 against Pittsburgh, early third. Goals by Zajac and Coleman for the Devils. Montreal 4-0 lead at the end of 2 in Washington. Dano, Weber, Wheel, and Suzuki for the Canadiens. St. Louis 2-1 lead in Columbus after 2. McEachern and Shen for the Blues, and Gavrikov for the Blue Jackets. 1-1 Flyers and Senators after 1. Late in the second period, Pitlick for the Flyers and Ennis for the Ottawa Senators. So as you look at the scores in the SPHL and beyond, SPHL scores presented by the Edge Body Boot Camp. It's a 2-0 Peoria lead here at the Ford Center. Goals by McCormick and Yemen. We're going to go back to timeout and then video highlights coming up next.
CMA and 2-time ACM Vocal Group of the Year. Old Dominion. Make It Sweet Tour 2019 with special guests Scotty McCreery and Ryan Hurd, November 21st, Ford Center. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com. You can't miss Old Dominion Live. Produced by AEG Presents.
We live in a right now, on-demand world. That's why Deaconess puts fast, convenient healthcare at your fingertips. Make an appointment online for the immediate care you need, anytime, anywhere. You can even choose a live video consult with a Deaconess Clinic provider on your computer, tablet, or smartphone. Deaconess has the most options and locations for immediate care. Schedule now at deaconess.com. Only at Deaconess.
Septic and drain problems can hit your home or business at any time. That's why Joe Beard & Sons Corp. is here for you 24/7. That's right. No matter when your drains clog or your grease traps back up, even if it's 2 in the morning, emergency services are just a phone call away. We've been serving the community for over 65 years and have built a reputation of superior service at affordable rates. Put our experience to work for you and call today, 812-423-6616.
Did you hear that?
No, I don't hear anything.
I guess it was nothing.
We've got termites.
See, I told you we should have called SWAT Pest.
Got termites? Are you sure? If not, call the award-winning team at SWAT Pest. They're the professionals in helping create a safe environment where we work, live, and play.
There's something for everyone at Golden Corral, but nothing beats their signature USDA sirloin. Juicy, hand-carved, and grilled just how you like. The signature sirloin, every night at Golden Corral.
Napa know-how isn't just for guys like this.
Power tools.
Every driver deserves quality parts.
Practical and cool.
So you can do it yourself with Napa Auto Parts or get it done for you at a Napa Auto Care Center. Which means Napa Know-How is for you, karaoke car lady. And never popped a hood guy?
I can pop a hood.
You too, Mr. Park a mile away. Oh yeah. Do it yourself or have it done for you. That's Napa Know-How.
Napa Know-How. When you discover gem multiplier scratch-offs from the Hoosier Lottery, there's lots to uncover, including prizes up to $250,000. Hidden gems you could collect for instant cash prizes. And chances to find multipliers to boost your treasures. Plus, there are 4 exciting scratch-offs to choose from. What's mined is yours. So start your discovery with Gem Multiplier scratch-offs today. Hoosier Lottery. Imagine that.
This is an ethane molecule. It's made up of tiny carbon and hydrogen atoms. Amazing things are possible when you cause a reaction and change the molecular structure by adding heat, pressure, and maybe a catalyst. Because you get materials that can be used to make things like medical supplies that are advancing healthcare, food packaging to keep food fresh longer, lighter vehicles so they go further and use less fuel. Combine it with some more materials, and the sky's the limit. Working with these molecules, the men and women of LyondellBasell are advancing a world of possibilities. LyondellBasell, advancing possible.
Welcome back, everybody. One period in the books. 2-0 Rivermen is the score. 9-6 in favor of the Peoria are the shots as we take a look at some of the highlights from the first period of play. 2-0, as I mentioned, the score. Goal early on. A bad luck bounce for the Thunderbolts off the corner boards. No icing in the play. It's off the skate of Parker Gahagan into the back of the net. Darren McCormick, he's been deadly. He's got 9 goals on the season for Peoria. They're up 1-0. Parker Gahagan making some good saves regardless in the period. Keeps this one close and keeps it competitive here against a very tough team. But it would become 2-0. Zach Nieminen on a turnaround shot to keep in from Hamilton, as this one would find the back of the net to make it 2-0. And then some physicality towards the end as Reichert and Zykov mix things up. It's sure to be a good game through the next 2 periods. Second period coming up next down at ice level. We'll see in just a couple minutes.
Brantley Gilbert returns to Evansville. Fire It Up Tour 2020 with special guests Dylan Scott and Brandon Lay. Ford Center, February 20th. Get tickets now at Ticketmaster.com. The brand new album Fire and Brimstone is available to stream and download now. Brantley Gilbert. Live in concert. Check more at BrantleyGilbert.com.
Character lives in the little things, in the details everyone else overlooks, the choices you make when no one is watching. Why would banking be any different? Every day at Old National Bank, financial expertise, volunteerism, and passion for client service intertwine to make our communities better. That's our purpose as a community bank. Learn more about what we do and why at oldnational.com/real purpose. Old National Bank, your bank for life. Member FDIC.
We're WOW. We're for streaming, surfing, and gaming. We're for dog dudes and cat video ladies. We're for the tech savvy and the tech curious. We're for wonderful Wi-Fi and endless entertainment. We're for date nights, late nights, game nights. We're for every night. We're for bringing you high-speed internet, a helping hand, and a high five to top it all off. We're WOW, and we're for all.
2-0 Peoria the scores. We get set to go for the second period of play here at the Ford Center. Time Pecker with you once again. Goals once again. McCormick and Nieminen back in the first period. McCormick's at 44 seconds from Dion and Neville. And Nieminen's third of the season at 9-12 from Jake Hamilton has extended the lead to 2-0. Shots 9-6 in favor of Peoria through one period. Nonetheless, that first goal more of a bad luck bounce. Good goal the second one, though, as they managed to keep it on the dump-out attempt. So Thunderbolts left to look to get back to work here. Only a two-shot game. But certainly a lot of work to do against a very tough team. Peoria's never trailed for more than 2 minutes and 33 seconds this season. Evansville, after trailing through one, are 0-3-1 this season. Peoria, when leading after one, they're 3-0. Standing pass back in the box for Peoria. 36 more seconds left in his roughing penalty. Thunderbolts have one shot on this power play so far. As we're waiting to get set up to go. Slight delay for some reason down in the Peoria penalty box. There's some kind of issue. We'll starting up once again their power play unit of Tanner Butler, Kenson Helgeson, Taylor Macon, Matt Barnaby, and Jacob Smith. And it looks like we're all set to go. Peoria's penalty kill is Ben Escova, Jordan Carvalho, Nick Neville, and Jacob Reichertz. 36 seconds once again in the power play. Thunderbolts second of the night, 0-for-1. Underway here in the second period. It's back to Neville to start things off, and he will clear this one just wide of Gehagen. Racing to it, short-handed is Reichert. Helgeson can hold it away from him. And this one's worked back to center, and Butler has control. Up the right side, 20 seconds on the power play. Into the zone is Macon, had it poked away. Missed the last 5 games. There's a healthy scratch. Here's Helgeson, far side, shoots it. Save, may have been in front. Barnaby, turnaround shot, save. That one definitely a shot on goal. Barnaby again to the far side, fading seconds. Helgeson. Smith down low. Barnaby behind the nets. Plays it on front. Save again by Levine. Poked out in, they score! As the power play expired, and Evansville is on the board. Levine protesting. Levine arguing that it was knocked in illegally. As Levine, it didn't look like he had it. It was sitting underneath him, and it was poked in by Taylor Macon. And the Thunderbolts a big goal. It will not be a power play goal. It was 3 seconds afterward. I ain't saying who gets credit. It's going to be the Macon or Barnaby at 39 seconds. Evansville's on the board with their 7th shot officially in the game. They'll add a couple more on. They have 3 shots on the power play, and I believe they're 11th shots. Let's wait and find out what the call is on who gets the goal. It's Taylor Macon. After missing the last 5, gets on the board. With his first goal of the season, Barnaby has the primary assist. Jacob Smith gets an assist as well, so Macon's first of the year from Barnaby and Smith at 39 seconds, and it's a 2-1 game. And as a response, the Thunderbolts needed coming out of the gates. So right now, Thunderbolts have 2 shots on goal this period officially. Hageman fishes it away down low, and that one's through the crease. And Peoria, they're going to come back all guns blazing. Now the lead is reduced to 1. It will not sit tightly with a 1-goal lead. Here they come again. Bear across the line at the near side boards, goes for a change. McCormick forechecking against Cronwall. Puck freed up, but it's picked up by Lubin. Thunderbolts did a lot of good things in that first period. And look to build on that here in the second. They've got something to build on in the form of a goal. Here's a lead from McCormick on the left side. Checked by Lubin. Lubin going down against McCormick. Puck work to Helms around the far side. Frazier holds. Shoots it along the inboards. To the near side. Racing for this one, Lubin. Work free against Neville. McCormick handing off. Nieminen, the 2 Peoria goal scores. Bolton plays it around the far side. Sulliff pokes it nicely. Leads it up for Sam Vito through the neutral zone. Pass Reichert one-on-one. Sam Vito to center. San Vito can't get a shot away. Good job to stay with him by Nick Neville. Reichertz for Peoria across the line, 1-on-2. Sears on his backhand, goes to the net, and the puck checked away. As he went to the net, and a good play by the Evansville defender to come back and not take a penalty in the process as it knocked the net off the moorings. That may have been Kyle Thacker coming back to either him or Braden Helms. That keeps Evansville only down by a single goal. 2:23 gone, second period. Once again, 39 seconds in. The goal by Taylor Macon from Barnaby and Smith just after the power play expired. So Thunderbolts had 2 shots officially in the power play, technically 0 for 2. Helms down low against Ernst, deep in Peoria territory. Smith comes up with the puck, same line that just scored the goal. Smith to the point, Macon, far side, plays it down low for Barnaby. Barnaby behind the nets. Had to roll away for a moment. Catches up to it on the far wall, but he's held away by Carvalho. And Peoria starts up now, 3-on-2. Ernst plays this one deep as a couple Thunderbolts caught up. Galvis down low. Drops it off behind the nets. Up the near side boards. Ernst a shot the wall, and that was deflected. A save by Gahagan with Cody Dion in front. Kyle Thacker gets to this one again along the inboards. Able to make a short pass to Barnaby. He starts up. Floats it through neutral zone for Hamilton. Galvis will get to this one. Icing's waved off as he held off and coughed it up to Macon. Taylor Macon, backhander, save, rebound, and that one is blocked. Plevy shoots, he scores! Austin Plevy, and the game is tied. A miscue in the Rivermen zone. Calvis dodged but icing. Same thing that we saw last period. That led to Peoria's first goal. Turns into Evansville's second. Austin Plevy has tied it. 2 goals in under 3 minutes for Evansville. Plevy started the season at 3:20. And we have a brand new hockey game. And Zykov has it to Plevy. He is taking down the play, and Peoria starts back up. Seth Swenson, Taylor Macon have the assist, as that nearly became a chance for the Rivermen. Gahagan out of his net, but the Thunderbolts defense held on. So Taylor Macon a goal and an assist this period. Swenson with an assist. Barnaby with an assist on the first goal, and the Thunderbolts have tied this thing up at 2. Great start to the second period. Hamilton from the point. This shot blocked off. Peoria will look to silence this rush for Evansville. Zykov has had some good chances this game, and nearly started a chance the other way a couple minutes before, but right after the goal that was scored to tie it up. That gets the crowd some life here at the forward center. Hamilton hands it across for Frazier. Evansville completes a change. This one's led along off the stick of Nieminen. McCormick from the red line, now Hamilton. Nieminen plays it deep. Hagen got a piece of it to the far side. Reichert turns and shoots one. Sticked away by Parker Gahagan. Derek Sullivan chasing him as Nieminen, able to hand it back to Cronwall. He in turn hands off to Lubin. Bolton, Sullivan, and Swenson the forwards on this rush. This one's tipped down ice, but it's an icing. No icing as it was touched up by Levine. It was a signal icing from the linesman at center. Levine didn't realize it, so he touched it up before the whistle was called, and that waves out the icing call. And frustrated, heading back to the bench. Thunderbolts get 2 back. It's 2-2 here early in the second.
La Quinta presents How to Win at Business. Step 1. Ask the presenter to go back a slide. Well played. You just tossed a mind grenade into your colleague's dulled senses. Look at them. What did I miss? He one-upped me once again. Step 2. Choose La Quinta. Points can be redeemed for everyday purchases on the go, so you can win at business. Learn more at lq.com today.
Austin Plevy, the game-tying goal. Taylor making the goal in the first minute to make it a one-goal game. It's a 2-2 score here at the Ford Center. 5 minutes gone here in the second. Jean-Guy Trudel on the Peoria bench in conversation with the linesman. Linesman saying, well, what do you want me to do? More likely it was on the icing that wasn't called. Either one. The goaltender cannot touch the puck in the event of a delayed icing. That waves it off immediately. Levine didn't realize that and touched it with his stick. Face off in the Rivermen zone. Shots 10 aside. 4-1 here in the period in favor of Evansville. This one's held into the point by Helms. Leads to a chance. Glove save Levine on Derek Sulliff. Trying to give Evansville the lead. And Levine with a big glove stop in response. And that's a big stop for number 3 for Peoria. He's had a couple iffy ones scored on him. Certainly the first one. The second one more of his team bailing out than anything. Much like the goals that were scored against Evansville. This has been a wacky game here so far. Off this draw, back to the point, Cronwall off the wall. Save Levine as he caught that one up high. Thunderbolts really getting the puck to the net well here in the second period and going for secondary chances. And what do you know? It's worked. Sanvito, Holton, Sutliff out up front. Cronwall, Lubin, the defenseman. As Peoria on her heels a little bit to start this second. Off the face-off, a scrum at the hash marks. Recovered and cleared by Peoria. This one poked ahead for Hageman. 2-on-1 with McPherson. Hageman draws, shoots off the side of the net. Rebound wide. McPherson back again for Hageman down low. Good chance for Peoria, but not in the back of the net. Man capped down in front. Hageman to the far wing. Turnaround shot stopped in front by Cronwall. He was tied with McPherson. Held into the line by Bear. Played deep. And Cronwall goes back for it along with Lubin. Cronwall challenged by the Peoria captain. Lubin has the puck. Sanvito. Nice poke ahead. Holton trying to get around Hageman. Does, but meeting up with him was McCormick. Around the far side boards. Lubin chases on the half wall. Turns it to center off the stick of Sulliff. Pass a little too hard. Thunderbolts change in progress. Leads to a chance for Bear coming up through center. Great defensive play by Lubin to prevent a breakaway. And Butler also was a part of that play. Peoria starting to turn on the Jets here. Looking to get back in front. Barnaby starting up through center. Drops it off the near side for Macon, who shoots. Deflected wide. Barnaby behind the net. Try to send it up front. Deflects to the far boards. This line is combined for both goals. And this line then has both the Peoria goals is out. McCormick with Nieminen. It's offside, Peoria. .6:35 gone in the second period. Evansville with a 6-2 shot advantage here in the second period. An excellent start to this period for Evansville. And they have the shot lead in the game now, 12-11. I don't know what was spoken in the locker room after that first period, whatever it was. Lit a fire under this team. If they can keep up the rest of this game like they have the first 6.5 minutes, they have a chance to end Peoria's unbeaten streak. That is a bold statement. And they've started this period with a bold statement. Play back to center ice, Frazier. Ernst under pressure at the Peoria line. Through the shot at Zykov. This one's played deep again. Frazier. Tipped down ice. No icing the play. Helms will get to it first. Ernst right behind him. Able to play this one into the seats. It'll be a penalty on Helms. Delay of game. Peoria's deadly power play will get their second chance of the game. They'll try to get the lead back. A big test for the Thunderbolts penalty kill. Helms turned to try to bank it up the glass and he missed. And luckily no one was hit as that one was a full steam dump into the seats below us. Helms for a delay of game at 7:04 of the second period of play. Second power play for the Rivermen. They send out Carvalho, Ernst, Reichert, Neville, and Alec Hageman. Holton starts up for Evansville. Gets it Helgeson, Brandon Lubin, Derek Sulliff. Off the draw. This one's off of Neville and out. Just barely. Here's Hageman on the right side. Across the Evansville line. Off the near boards for Carvalho. Jordan Carvalho to the line. Neville skates to center, hands off Ernst to the top of the left circle. Shoots, save Gahagan, rebound, juggled and held on. Rebound after the whistle, put in by Ernst, and that'll draw in a couple Thunderbolts after him, and now we got everybody involved behind the nets. Except for Nick Neville, who will stand out the blue line, and Gahagan stay in his nets. Ernst put that one in after the whistle had gone. It'll be interesting to see if they get a penalty for that. Nonetheless, one shot, make that two. As Gahagan made one save and another one again. And Peoria upset for the whistle. Shea Lee would have allowed for the goal. Official lost sight of the puck, therefore he has to blow it dead. Holton and Carvalho for the draw. Two shots, 22 seconds in. 12:34 left to go in the second period with Helms in the box for Evansville. One back to Neville from the point. Hands off for Ernst at center. Shot, great play by Thacker, deflects it out of play. Face-off stays in the Thunderbolt zone. 1:31 to go in Helms' penalty. Peoria has regained the shot advantage in the game, 13-12. We are two aside. Both goals scored in the period belong to Evansville. What has been one of their biggest responses of the year. When trailing. Blasted around the boards by Butler and cleared. Excellent play out by Butler. Levine sells it behind his net. Then Holt's got a change going. Smith comes out for Evansville. He's out with Macon. Currently, Butler and Helgeson stay out for Evansville. Hageman across, Ernst through center, gains the zone, makes a move on his backhand, can't get it on goal. Round to the near side boards to the point now for Neville, can't hold the zone. Race for this one, Smith, but ahead of him is Hageman. Banked along off the stick of Hageman, or rather Helgeson. Now Dion across the line, has two with him. Here's Dion. Great block by Butler, and another chance was off the side of the net. Close call there as the Thunderbolts went for it. From center, it's Hamilton. Hamilton short pass to Ernst, near side, shoots it wide. This one's out of the zone past Hageman. Peoria had that 3-on-1. Three different Thunderbolts went for the loose puck in the Peoria zone. Nearly led to a goal. 27 seconds to go on this power play. 11:20 to go here in the second period. Little trouble there for McCormick. 1-3 formation. Bear tripped up, penalty on Swenson. McCormick carries. Touched up by Swenson with 11 seconds to go on Helms. And it's a tough one on Swenson. This will be in 11 seconds, 5-on-3. As he got hooked down, it's a tripping penalty on Swenson, an easy call to make. Peoria on their second power play, they'll have the third as well. 5-on-3 for 11 seconds. Swenson for tripping at 8:53 the second period. And the Thunderbolts cannot afford to get into penalty trouble now. Holton Helgeson. 2 of the 3 for Evansville. A huge test for the Thunderbolts. Sulliff, the third man. Off the draw, it's Reichertz. Ernst to the near side. Up the wall. Down low. Carvalho. Far corner, McCormick. McCormick behind the net, fading seconds. Out of the box is Helms, back to 5-on-4. Helms makes it back to the zone. Neville down for the far side, and shot to center was blocked. Another shot was blocked. Ernst shot over the net. 2 shots in the first power play. 28 seconds gone in this one. Ernst on the near side. Cross ice, deflected off a skate. McCormick spins into the far corner. Helgeson watching, to the far point it goes. Here's Ernst from the point. Wrister blocked, other shot loose, sent wide. Carvalho had an open net. Carvalho again on the inboards. Whacked out by Helgeson. Around the near boards for Ernst. Ernst across. Neville. Far side, McCormick. McCormick looking from the corner. Goes behind the net to Reichert off his stick. This one's out of the zone. 1:05 to go in the power play. No shots yet on this third power play. Thunderbolts have Macon, Smith, Helgeson, and Helms. Peoria has McCormick out. Along with Hageman has the puck. Neville as well, as is Alec Bear. joined by Cody Dion. This one's played along and deep the boards, and Smith sends it to Helms, who clears. 42 seconds to go. Thunderbolts' penalty killing has been excellent so far. Hamilton for Bear. Hageman across the line, far side. Held on by Thacker. Lubin jumps on this one. Bear prevents the dump out. This one rolls up the right side, held in by Hageman. Down low, pass evades the stick of Bear. Near point for Hamilton, 18 seconds to go. On the power play, Bear. Shot blocked up by Thacker. This one rolls to the line, not out. Penalty upcoming as Macon took a stick. This will end the power play with 11 seconds to go. It is an elbowing penalty. It's going to be Hamilton. Thunderbolts, after 11 seconds, will go on the power play. 2 aside here midway through the game.
Beautiful, spacious skies, purple mountains, and amber waves. For more than 70 years, Shelter Insurance has protected families as they've lived, laughed, and loved all of life's beauty. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
For auto, home, life, or business insurance, see David Cordray in Princeton or Rick Koberstein in Evansville.
9:18 to go here in the second period. Ostroba for elbowing at 10:42. Evens things up. Peoria 0 for 3 in the power play. Evansville will get their third power play in 11 seconds. Swenson still in the box, serving the remainder of his tripping penalty. 4-on-4, back to the Peoria zone. Sanvito, Plevy, Helgeson, Helms for Evansville. Hamilton, Carvalho, Frazio, and Reichert for the Rivermen. Lots of open ice. Thunderbolts will have to play defense first here. It'll be a minute and 49 seconds of power play time. A hold up here is Eric Levine chatting with referee Logan Gruhl. Conversation is over. We'll have the draw. No shots in that third power play for Peoria. Thunderbolts penalty killing was excellent in that last sequence, including 19-second 5-on-3. This one sent down by Peoria. Reichert, Helgeson tie up. And Helgeson gets it. And out of the box now comes Swenson as up ice they come. Helgeson on the right side. Into the corner, Helgeson. Thunderbolts third power play of the game. 0 for 2. A chance to take the lead for the first time. Frazio to the point. This one's out and away from Reichert, who could have had a breakaway. Helgeson will settle it for Helms. 1:30 to go on the power play. 8:44 left to go here in the second period. 2-2 score. Almost coming back to tie it up here in the second. Helms plays it in. Levine chops this one down. Plays it to his defenseman, and this one is cleared by the new defenseman, Theo Calvis. Minute 7 to go. No shots yet on Evansville's power play. Helgeson at the far side. Plevy tips this one deep. He has the game-tying goal. Round the near side boards. This one's played away from Sanvito, clear to the red line. Lubin with 52. Banked along past Plevy. Icing on Evansville. .47 seconds left on Ostroba's penalty. Face off back in the Evans lens. Shots in the game still 13-12 for Peoria. Parker Gahagan, 11 saves. Eric Levine, 10 saves. Thunderbolts have Sanvito, Plevy, Lubin, Barnaby, and Swenson out. Forced to stay out due to the icing. Off the draw, Thunderbolts control. Plevy and Lubin. Carvalho, Reichertz. Calvis Neville for the Rivermen. Lubin taking his time. This game has been all about quality over quantity. As Lubin starts up. 30 seconds in the power play. Barnaby plays it deep. Levine plays it past Calvis. Barnaby intercepts at the half wall. To the point. Helgeson holds. To center, it's away from Macon. To the near side corner, Neville. This one taken down by Reichert and cleared. 10 seconds to go. No shots yet. And Brandon Lubin has possession. Both sides will be 0 for 3 in the power play. As penalty expiring now for Escoba. 7:18 to go. No shots yet in that power play. As Helgeson shot from that angle. Scores! Helgeson up the corner. Found its way in. And the Thunderbolts lead. In a game with plenty of weird bounce goals. Helgeson from a nearly impossible angle off of Levine into the back of the net. And again, just after the power play expired, get to the puck to the net, and good things happen. Helgeson's first goal as a member of the Evansville Thunderbolts. And they've come back from 2-0 down to take a 3-2 lead. Peoria's only trailed for 2:33. 2 minutes, 33 seconds this season. They trail right now. Here comes Peoria looking to tie it back up. Thacker ties his man up. And Nieminen down low. A wraparound save to Hagen off Henderson. And a chance for Sam Vito. But he's taken out by Hamilton cleanly. Levine plays it. Sam Vito had 1 assist on the goal. Thunderbolts lead 3-2. Helms clears. And a lead for Sutliff against Hamilton. Sutliff over the net. Near side Sam Vito. Holton holds the zone. Picked back by Henderson. And cleared. Helms sends it back down ice. This will be an icing on Evansville. What a back and forth game we have here, folks. The Thunderbolts started the period down 2-0. They lead 3-2. And what could arguably be the best period the Thunderbolts have had this season when they needed it possibly the most so far. And this has been quite a turn of events. Off this draw, Thunderbolts control. Helms will ice it again. This will roll just wide. And icing is called. Helms looking to get it on goal. That would have waved it off. My goodness. While we have a chance, let's remind you the next Thunderbolts hockey show. Live recording will be at Backstage Bar and Grill this upcoming Tuesday, November 19th at Kevin's Backstage Bar and Grill, 6 p.m. Get your questions in with a couple of the Thunderbolts players, which will be named at the day of. Face off again, the Evansville's off the icing. Rivermen control. Escoba down low. Takes a whack, stays up against Sam Vito. Turns it down low for McPherson. Peoria really trying to get that game-tying goal now. This is Hageman. To the point, out to center. Defenseman may have got a piece of Hageman's stick, forcing it out. The Thunderbolts get a change. McPherson played to center. Good tie-up by Holton. Rolls to the far side. Sent toward the net. Good rejection by Butler. Here's a setup for Bear. Save Gahagen through a screen. And they carry out at Swenson. He's got an assist this game. This one deflects into the stands. It was deflected, so no icing or no penalty in the play with 5:41 to go. For those not wanting to watch online or listen online, there's a third option to catching Thunderbolts action on the road at the Thunderbolts official watch parties presented by Bud Light. You can catch the action and stay tuned for the Thunderbolts social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram for announcements on the next watch parties starting next weekend as the Thunderbolts head to Macon for a pair of games. Brandon Lubin tipped down ice. Neville races to this one. This will be another icing on Evansville, but they have not had long stretches of play. So for the most part, this line is fresh. And if anything, calms things down a bit. Lubin, Plevy, Cronwall, Zykov, and Swenson are the 5 outs. Once again, in case you've missed it, first period, Thunderbolts an unlucky goal in the first minute of play, put Peoria in front, and then they doubled the lead 2-0. Here in the second period, Thunderbolts score in the first minute. Make it 2-1. Plevy followed up, made it 2-2. And then Helgeson up the far side, made it 3-2. This is only the second time this year Peoria has trailed in a game. Off this face-off. Play deep by Ernst. Dion down low against Cronwall. Freed up by Cronwall. Zykov able to clear to center. Neville after this one. 5:20 to go. Second period of play. This is Ernst on the near side. Centering past Carvalho, but a chance. Save Gahagen up Dion. Neville on the near side. Parker Gahagen getting into the zone here. Near side, Carvalho. Down low against Plevy. Trying to free up the puck to the point. This one played back to the inboards. Dion is there. He has scored against Evansville this season. Back in Peoria, and here's Dion in the near side corner, dancing against Cronwall. Puck moved to the front of the net. Dion banging away. No shot. Retreat to the outside. Carvalho moves to center point, turns, shoots one wide. And Gahagan sits on this one in front of the net. As it banked off the end boards, Gahagan realizing. 4:41 to go here in the second period. The Thunderbolts with a 3-2 lead. Back in a moment.
To whomever said don't bite off more than you can chew, we humbly offer a couple of exceptions. Introducing the all-new buttermilk and hand-breaded Southern Sweet and Smoky and Southern TLC chicken sandwiches. One has sweet pickles, shredded lettuce, smoky backyard sauce, and a potato bun. The other is an undeniable classic with lettuce, tomato, and mayo. Zaxby's. Friends. Family. Flavor. Order ahead on Zaxby's.com or use our app to skip the wait.
4:41 to go here in the second period. Thunderbolts with a 3-2 lead. Once again, goals by Macon, Plevy, and Helgeson. Face off in the Evansville zone. Peoria has put on the last 4 shots of this period. They lead the shots 16-13. They have 7 in the period. Evansville has 7 in the period. Both sides. And Peoria, they're not a team that sits back and waits. This will be a challenge, certainly for Evansville, a big one. This is Reichertz from the bench side. McCormick one-on-one against Butler. Backhander save, Gahagan. And he holds on for a face-off. And McCormick and Butler jostling. Lines and break those two up. Starting to show some frustration for Peoria. Lions and making sure nothing breaks out here. This face-off will stay in the Evansville zone with 4:19 to go. Peoria now with the shot advantage in the period, 8-7. Peoria huddles up to talk up a play. Logan Holton, Cronwall, Sullivan, Sanvito. Out for Evansville, McPherson, Bear, Hageman. Calvis Hamilton for the Rivermen. Face-off left side of Parker Gahagan. Off this draw, Sullivan comes up with it. First Sanvito. This one poked away, falling up into the zone. It's a delay offside. They touch up. Peoria controls. Theo Calvis up the far side for Hageman. Poked away nicely by Cronwall. Hageman in trouble. This one's poked away by Sullivan. Back for Hamilton in the Rivermen zone. Up the near side boards. This one's rejected by Lubin. And turned back up the near side. Sanvito. And that one lost it. Bear able to force it just inside the line. Double team. Holton feeds it back to Cronwall. With Lubin. Lubin starts up the near side. McPherson now with Bear and Hamilton. Bear and Hageman rather. Bear turns in the near circle. Bear looking at his options past the center. Missed everybody. And stays in the zone. The snowy ice saved the chance. Cronwall picks it up down low. Banks it back to Lubin, who took a check, but taking the worst of that was the man who threw it, Jordan Ernst. Thunderbolts through the neutral zone. Holton plays it deep. Carvalho nearly taking a penalty, but held off at the last second. Thunderbolts get a wholesale change. Banked ahead to Dion. Far side, at the line, into the zone. Plays this one deep for Escoba. Moving up in the play. Backhands one to the front. Held on by Gahagan. With a man in front jamming away was Ernst. 2:56 to go. Peoria starting to come on here. The Thunderbolts will need to weather the storm and try to get some chances back to the way. Chances are minimal that they win this as a one-goal game by this score. I mean, pretty much impossible. So the Thunderbolts, who have a 3-2 lead, they need to build on it if they want to win this game. The frustration has grown for Peoria. And now, this is when they're really dangerous. Reichert up the draw for Peoria. To the crease and wide. Far wall for Frazier. Turns it to the front. Plevey rejects up the glass. Nieminen back behind the net for Jacob Reichertz. Away from him. Butler as Hamilton moves up. Butler banks it. Glove down by Hamilton at the half wall. Plays it back to the corner for Reichert. Missed his stick. Far wall now. Zykov throws a check on Nieminen. Right at the moment of possession. Therefore, no penalty. Great play by Zykov. Butler has it. Round the far side. Looking for Zykov from the Evansville bench. Gets past Frazier, but it's touched up in an offside. Good try for Zykov and a good shift. 2:23 to go in the second. Face-off will be in front of the Evansville bench. Shots of the game, 18-13 Peoria. They have a 9-shot to 7-shot advantage here in the period. The Thunderbolts had the shot advantage of 6-2 one time here in this second period. But Peoria is coming back strong. They've not had too many clear-cut grade A opportunities, but a lot of plays to the front of the nets. And just getting pucks to the net in general here in the last few minutes. Will make for an interesting last 2:23. And a whole third period to follow. Off this draw, it's Kyle Thacker. Far glass, out off Barnaby. Galvis recovers from the neutral zone. Hands this one back. Up the near side. Anderson carries in. Short pass to Ernst. Alec Bear, excuse me. Battling down low is Macon. Now Thacker off the handoff. That was Hageman he was tied up with. This one's cleared down nice. A penalty's upcoming here. It's on Peoria. I think interference is the call. It is. It's Henderson to the box with 1:55 to go. Slashing is the call. This is a silver platter opportunity for Evansville. 0 for 3 tonight on their fourth. If they could score here and take a 2-goal lead into the break, their chance grows by, I'd say, more than double. Played out up the draw. The Thunderbolts don't score. They'll have 5 seconds of carryover into the third period. Smith, Lubin, Samvito, Plevey. Zykov out. Samvito on the near side. And off to Plevey. Can't hold his own. Good pressure by Peoria. Plevey in some trouble at the red line. Gets help. They retreat back to their own zone. Here's Zykov. Nice move. Got taken out. Good hit though. And that frees up the puck by Escoba. Nearly an all alone. That was a hit, not a check, so it's a clean play. Back to the Evansville zone, Brandon Lubin. Good try for Zykov. 1:10 to go in the period. Another 5 seconds past that in the total power play. Fourth of the game. No shots yet. Here comes Smith on the far side. Plays it off a Peoria skate and the linesman skate and rejected. Lucky break for the Rivermen there. Gahagan settles it. Lubin, 53 seconds left in the period. Look to cap off a 3-goal period. Barnaby tried to dance his way into the zone. Couldn't work. Play back by McPherson. Brandon Lubin. Swenson floating through the neutral zone as Helm starts up the far side. Now looking through center. Steers back. 30 seconds left in the period. Crowd growing restless. Here's Helms out the bench side. Across the line, Barnaby. Nice poke. And good recovery by Helms to prevent a Reichert breakaway chance. 18 seconds to go. Helms across. Helgeson plays it deep. 10 seconds to go. Try to bank it from the corner. Had tied up. Loose to the front through the crease. Near side Helms with 5. Shoots once behind the net. This will do it for the period. What a period for the Thunderbolts. Down 2-0. They have taken a 3-2 lead. Peoria has never trailed after a period this season. Until now. The Thunderbolts putting up quite the fight in this one. Can they hold it through one more period? It's going to be quite a spectacle. 3-2 Evansville is your score once again. Stay tuned for a recap of the second period of play and then a look around the SPHL and beyond after these messages. 3-2 Thunderbolts after 2. At
Domino's, a delivery gone wrong doesn't just hurt your pizza night.
It hurts our pride. We're going to be expediting this order.
It could be a missing dipping sauce. It could be a wrong topping. It arrives cold.
With Domino's new delivery insurance, if your delivery isn't what you expected, make a claim and we'll make it right.
I noticed you had an issue with your last delivery.
To make up for it, I brought you a medium pizza.
Oh my gosh, thank you. You're welcome. Get 2 medium, 2-topping pizzas delivered for $5.99 each.
And put our delivery insurance to the test.
Check in at Lucas Oil Center and check out a new way to get your oil changed. It's not just the leather couches, coffee bar, or free Wi-Fi. It's an all-inclusive resort for your car.
This is your one-stop auto service and car wash oasis.
While here, you and your car get pampered with the Lucas Oil experience.
High-tech service, higher octane staff, the highest grade products at an affordable price. Oh, and one word describes the full-service car wash: awesome. Race in to Lucas Oil Center on North Green River Road, where the wait isn't quite long enough.
At Sledgehammer Printing, we offer screen printing, embroidery, spirit wear, uniforms, and more. Whether it's an individual one-piece order, uniforms for your ball team, or a 10,000-piece corporate order, we can handle all your custom apparel needs.
A Cookies by Design cookie is certainly grand. They're made to be special and made by hand. Perfect for clients and associates too. If you need a unique gift, they'll make one for you. A company logo or seasonal theme. The perfect gift for the whole team. But cookies are not the only thing they make. You will also delight in their gourmet cupcakes. Arrangements with both are stunning to see. Give thanks to colleagues, partners, and family. Order in-store or from the website. A cookie to all and to all a great bite. Cookies by Design. Holiday delivery available.
Getting a mortgage can be overwhelming. You need someone who will look out for your best interests. As Evansville natives, senior loan officers Alan Presley and Tyler Norenbrock are proud to help you establish your roots with a mortgage from Ruoff Home Mortgage. Call Alan or Tyler or visit online today.
We're WOW. We're for streaming, surfing, and gaming. We're for dog dudes and cat video ladies. We're for the tech savvy and the tech curious. We're for wonderful Wi-Fi and endless entertainment. We're for date nights, late nights, game nights. We're for every night. We're for bringing you high-speed internet, a helping hand, and a high five to top it all off. We're WOW, and we're for all.
These go great with that outfit. Or try these Crocs. Roxy's more your style. Shoe Carnival, a surprising store. They have so many Nikes here. What else do they have? Adidas too? She would look good with Converse. Shoe Carnival, a surprising store.
Miranda Lambert, the Wild Card Tour, rocking the stage.
You'll find out when I pull the trigger.
The hits, the new music, the spectacle. Saturday, January 25th at Ford Center. Special guests Cody Johnson, Miranda, Cody Johnson, and Ladco. Tickets are on sale now, available at LiveNation.com in the Ford Center box office. Miranda Lambert, the Wild Card Tour.
Evansville Thunderbolts hockey on SPHL Live and the Thunderbolts Radio Network in partnership with Fox Sports Evansville is presented by Greenwell Chisel, the official printing provider of the Evansville Thunderbolts. By Seal Corp USA, providing quality seals and adhesives since 1991. And by Acceptance Home Mortgage, the official broadcast stream presenting partner of the Evansville Thunderbolts. Arguably the best period this season for Evansville, down 2-0. The Thunderbolts have come back to lead 3-2. First time Peoria has trailed after a period this season in their 8th game. And the Thunderbolts have got themselves in an interesting position here. Let's recap the action here as the Thunderbolts cashing in almost exactly as how Peoria cashed in. A rear bounce off a non-icing. Taylor Macon following up in the play, jamming away in front, and he put it through to make it 2-1. Barnaby and Smith assisting Macon's first as a member of the Thunderbolts. Austin Plovey was tied up at 3:26. Same thing, not giving up on a play. And a shot from center found its way through a crowd. Levine down. And that would tie it up at 2. Macon and Swenson assisting on the goal. And that would not be all 12:47 in after a couple power plays aside. Coming down ice up the far side, Kenton Helgeson is letting a shot go, and it fools Eric Levine and into the back of the net. The Thunderbolts lead it 3-2. The time of the goal, 12:47. Smith and Lubin with the assist. 2 assists game for Smith in the period. Taylor making a goal and an assist. That line with Barnaby has been special in this period. And keep in mind, Thunderbolts did not have a horrible first period. That one second goal, maybe, yes, but the first one was just sheer bad luck. And the same can be said for the third goal. It's got Evansville front. Bad luck. And you know what? Levine really should have gapped up on that one. Somehow found its way through. It will be interesting to see if Levine starts the third period. Jean-Guy Trudel loves to play the musical goaltenders in situations like this. We very well could see Jeremy Brodeur start the third period for Peoria. Look around the SPHL. Scores presented by the Edge Body Boot Camp. Huntsville, Quad City, one aside after 2 periods of play down at the Von Braun Center. Shane Bennett, a power play goal for Quad City, puts them in front from Schiavo and Matthias Amon. Piacentini tying it for the Havoc from Johansson and Sakalis. Knoxville, 4-3 lead in Macon in the third period. Marcus Ortiz cuts the lead to 1 on a power play goal at 5:10. Macon was down 4-1. They'll look to finish closing up the gap. They have 10:40 to do it. Ortiz's goal from Caesar and Kevin Entma, who's back from his call to the Orlando Solar Bears. Fayetteville, they're 8-1 this season, and you can bet they're rooting for Evansville. 6-2 final over Roanoke as Jansen and Walter cut their Fayetteville lead in half in the third period, but Dylan Van Der Esch is second of the game, and Tim Keelik would put this one away 6-2. Look around the FHL, couple final scores. Dunbury with a 7-4 win over Elmira. Mentor 5-2 over Delaware. In the third period, Columbus 5-3 over Port Huron in the late third. Danville trails in Carolina 4-1. Watertown has a 5-2 lead over the Battle Creek Rumblebees. Quick look at the ECHL final scores. Newfoundland 4-3 over Toledo. Jacksonville 7-3 over Atlanta. Reading 4-1 over Adirondack. South Carolina 4-3 over Indy. Utah 2-1 over Wheeling. Maine 6-3 over Brampton. Third period, Norfolk trails to Greenville 6-1. You can book that one. Idaho 3-0 lead in Wichita. Fort Wayne 4-2 over Kalamazoo. Currently after 2. Rapid City leads Tulsa 4-2 after 2. Quick look at the National Hockey League. Boston has defeated Toronto 4-2. Goals by Marchand, 2 of them, and Zdeno Chara. Last Maple Leaf goal by Kasperi Kapanen. Devils win 2-1 over the Devils. New Jersey wins over the Penguins 2-1. Johnson the goal for the Penguins. St. Jack Coleman for the Devils. Canadiens 5-2 over the Capitals. Dano, Weber, Wheel, Suzuki, and Tatar for the Habs. And Ovechkin and Kuznetsov for the Capitals. Columbus 3-2 over the Blues in overtime. McEachern, Shen for the Blues. Gavrikov, Dubois, and Orensky, the overtime winning goal for Columbus. 2-1 Senators over Philadelphia in the third. Pitlick for the Flyers. Ennis and Schlappick for the Senators. That's a look at SPHL scores presented by the Edge Body Boot Camp, and look around the SPHL and beyond. We're going to go back to timeout, and we'll recap the action. Video highlights coming up in just a few minutes, and then the start of the third period. An exciting one for sure.
One hospital treats more emergency room patients than any other hospital in the region. Only one. More experience, better care. Only at Deaconess.
Hey.
1 hour pickup order?
Got it.
Thanks. Ran out of ink and I have a big meeting today.
And 2 boxes of Twizzlers.
Yeah, for the team.
The team.
Yeah, team.
Go team.
Go team.
Know what's better than overnight shipping? Free 1 hour pickup when you order online or on our app. At Office Depot Office Max.
Did you hear that?
No, I don't hear anything.
I guess there was nothing.
We've got termites.
See, I told you we should have called SWAT Pest.
Got termites? Are you sure? If not, call the award-winning team at SWAT Pest.
They're the professionals in helping create a safe environment where we work, live, and play.
Angela Johnson's Technically Not Stalking Tour.
What's going on, everybody? There was actually a rumor going around that I was dating Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
Angela Johnson is coming to you live.
That was me. I started that one. I did that.
November 17th, Victory Theater. Tickets on sale now at Ford Center Ticket Office and Ticketmaster.com. Angela Johnson, live. For more info, visit Angela.com.
There's just one word for Gaddytown. Unbelievable. Gaddytown's all-you-care-to-eat buffet is filled with fresh hot pizzas, savory pastas, a huge salad bar, desserts, and more. Gaddytown is packed with the latest high-tech games, plus bumper cars and mini bowling. They can even handle groups of all sizes, from families to parties and business meetings. Visit Gaddytown today.
My knee used to hurt so bad I could barely walk. Some of my friends had the same problem, and they had a knee replacement at Orthopedic Associates. That's where my son and grandson went when they were injured. I decided to make an appointment and was pleased that there was a class that went over everything with me. They explained all of my options to me, not just the surgery. I am pleased I had the surgery.
Come on, Grandma.
Now I can spend time with my family.
Quality care, convenience. Our choice, Orthopedic Associates.
I'm a Wayback Burger, and I approve this message. Did you know that your so-called fresh burger could sit in the freezer for months on end? These frozen, lifeless patties lack flavor and sustenance. They're not natural and fresh like I am. Would you trust a burger that's riddled with freezer burn? Or would you rather eat a burger sealed with flavor, made fresh to order on a griddle? At Wayback, we use 100% beef patties and fresh, high-quality ingredients. Make the right choice. Taste freshness, America. Wayback Burgers.
After being down 2-0 after the first period of play, possibly the best period so far this season for the Thunderbolts. 3 unanswered goals. They lead it 3-2 after 2 periods. Let's take a look at the goals in this first period. We start things off down 2-0 first period, first minute of the period. A bounce through that Levine couldn't cover up, and Taylor Macon would make it 2-1. Another chance not giving up in the play. Austin Plummy started the season, ties it at 2. Things will get chippy as Jordan Ernst will put one in the back of the net after the whistle. That would draw the ire of the Thunderbolts, and the physicality would rise. And then the Thunderbolts 2-2. Helgeson, a shot at the far wall, fools Eric Levine. We'll be interested to see if he returns for the third period. Helgeson, the go-ahead goal. The Thunderbolts lead it 3-2. A huge third period coming up.
Chris Christopherson and the Strangers.
And it's sad to be alone.
Live in concert.
Help me make it through tonight.
November 19th, Victory Theater.
Wide awake and feeling mortal.
Chris Christopherson and the Strangers.
At this moment in the dream.
Tickets on sale now at Ford Center Ticket Office and Ticketmaster.com.
Nothing left to lose.
When you discover Gem Multiplier scratch-offs from the Hoosier Lottery, there's lots to uncover, including prizes up to $250,000. Hidden gems you could collect for instant cash prizes. And chances to find multipliers to boost your treasures. Plus, there are 4 exciting scratch-offs to choose from. What's mined is yours. So start your discovery with Gem Multiplier scratch-offs today. Hoosier Lottery. Imagine that.
This is Hunter Slade, Vice President of ProMark. ProMark is a family-owned and operated business that's been around since 1976, serving the tri-state. My family, Tom and Lisa Slade, my sister Emily Slade Manzo, and I look forward to continuing that tradition of providing the tools necessary so that you can put your name where it counts. Our values, dedication, and staff are committed to you and your business to ensure that you receive the top-notch service that you deserve. We are ProMark, a Slade print company. 4 family members, 1 mission.
The Avett Brothers. November 19th, Ford Center.
Cry when I have it, I cry when I don't, and everyone walks away.
Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com. The Avett Brothers.
Sir Jeremy, you are a true friend of the crown. Dilly dilly. Dilly dilly. Madam Susan, you are an even truer friend of the crown. Dilly dilly. Dilly dilly. What is that?
This is a spiced honey mead wine that I have really been into lately. So, dilly dilly, right?
Please follow Sir Brad. He's going to give you a private tour of the Pit of Misery.
I'm sorry, what?
Pit of Misery! Dilly dilly! Dilly dilly!
Here's to the friends you can always count on. Bud Light, brewed to be America's favorite light lager.
Character lives in the little things, in the details everyone else overlooks, the choices you make when no one is watching. Why would banking be any different? Every day at Old National Bank, financial expertise, volunteerism, and passion for client service intertwine to make our communities better. That's our purpose as a community bank. Learn more about what we do and why at oldnational.com/real purpose. Old National Bank, your bank for life. Member FDIC.
Two periods in the books here at the Ford Center. The Thunderbolts with a 3-2 lead over the Peoria Rivermen. Peoria has never trailed after a period. Evansville has never won when not scoring the first goal. Peoria has never been in a situation of trailing after a period. As I mentioned earlier on, they've only trailed coming to tonight for 2 minutes and 33 seconds. Out of 7 total games. If you do the math, that's 420 minutes, plus a couple extra for an overtime game. Eric Levine stays in net for Peoria. That's a huge move of trust by head coach Jean-Guy Trudel, who, much like the old Mike Keenan, would be very quick about changing goaltenders in the face of such momentum swings. Peoria scored the first 2 in the first. Evansville scored the last 3 in the second. They lead 3-2. A huge 20 minutes this game, this season, this franchise. We're underway here in the final period of regulation. Thunderbolts on the power play for 5 seconds to round things out. Back to even strength. Thunderbolts 0 for 4 on the power play. Peoria 0 for 3. Anderson down low in the Evansville zone. You can expect it'll be a long 20 minutes. This is Bear down low. Far corner. Goes down. Penalty on Helms. As he pushed him down, it's a hold on Braden Helms. Peoria goes on the power play 31 seconds in. 4th power play of the game for the Rivermen. And a chance to tie it. Once again, Helms, Braden Helms for holding. Time of the penalty, 31 seconds. Can the Thunderbolts kill one more off? Holton and Bear for the draw. Bear wins it to the point. Hamilton holds the line. Now with McCormick, Henderson, and Reichertz. This is Bear on the near side. Fresh sheet of ice to work with. Hamilton across from McCormick. The far boards. Down low, Reichertz. Far boards, McCormick. Sulliff with him. Down low, pass to the near boards for Bear. Back behind the net, it evades Reichert. Far boards. McCormick bouncing. Holds it. Back up to Henderson in the far boards. Peoria cycling the puck here well. Bear to the points. Thunderbolts to the same token, holding center well. McCormick tees it. Gloved up by Gahagen. One shot through 40 seconds of the penalty and 1:11 of the period. The Thunderbolts change things up. Austin Plevy, Seth Swenson, Kyle Thacker, Brandon Lubin out for Evansville. Carvalho, Dion, Ernst, Hageman, and Neville for the Rivermen. Carvalho win it back. Neville from the points. Here's Ernst. Shoots, it's deflected wide. Dion in the far corner. Cody Dion to the points. Neville center points. Near side Hageman. Neville again from the line. Ernst shoots, blocked by Swenson. Far corner, Lubin. Tied up, double team. Dion has the puck. Chasing in is Thacker, evens up the numbers. Thacker, now Dion, can't get a lane to the net. Good recovery by Thacker. Far point, Ernst. Shot through a crowd, blocked away by Lubin. Round the boards, this one's held in by Ernst. Lubin again in the corner. Again held in by Ernst. From the points. Good deflection by Swenson, gets it out. 37 seconds to go on the penalty to Braden Helms. We're now 2 minutes into the third period. Here's Alec Hageman. Up the right boards, across the line. Finds a lane center. Good play to back to the points. Neville shoots. Great block by Taylor Macon, sacrificing the body. 17 seconds left on the kill. Puck freed up. It's Smith with it. Coming out, playing it down ice from about 150 feet. Levine waiting over his options. Backhands one behind his net. Neville across from McCormick. It evades him. At the red line, battle. Holton recovers, and we're back to even strength. Thunderbolts kill off 0-4. Both sides 0 for 4 on the power play. Helms back to the bench. 2:40 gone. One shot on that power play. Thunderbolts remain in front, 3-2. Peoria starts up once again. Back to 5 aside. Hamilton across the line. Moves up in the plane in the far corner. Try to bank it to the front. Good stick work by Gahagen. Nearly a chance. They score off a turnover in front. Peoria has tied it. It's Jacob Reichert. As a puck hit a man in front and sat in front, Reichert puts it home. And the Thunderbolts, after a big clear and a big penalty kill, can't kill that one. Reichert ties it back up on a huge response goal for the Rivermen. On their second shot of the period. On assist to goal, Reichert, 6th of the season. The Thunderbolts have to go back to work. Brand new hockey game. Win the next 17 minutes, win a game. To the point, held in by Calvis. Loose puck at the blue, or loose stick at the blue line was cleared back to center by Hamilton. It is Hamilton with the puck in the far points. Thunderbolts need to regroup. It's Thacker. It's been a game of weird bounces, I tell you. Thunderbolts start up. Swenson with Plevy. Cross the line. Swenson shoots. St. Levine. And loose. Oh my. It was loose behind him. Whistle had gone. And this will draw a crowd as the Thunderbolt poked at it. Hageman's time with the man. Thunderbolt's down on the ice. They got to be careful here. Luckily the crowd moves away. Very dangerous with those skates. The helmet knocked off a Peoria player. That is number 21, Jake Hamilton. Great chance coming back. Swenson letting a shot go. It got through and just sat about 8 to 12 inches in front of the red line. It has been quick whistles on both sides. Once again, Reichert's goal, tying it up for Peoria. We are 3:37 into this third period. A 3-3 hockey game. Face off left side of Levine. Little shaky on that first shot against in the period. Barnaby, Smith, Macon, Holton, and Helgeson. Thunderbolts needing a boost here. Peoria wins the draw. This one's cleared out, and a chance for Ernst. A bouncing puck prevents it to 1-on-1. Dion shot over the net, and out of play. Face off will be in the Evansville zone and one off an Evansville stick. After the play, a little something going on. Cody Dion Chatting would look like Tanner Butler. He's been in a couple scrums tonight. Face-off is in the Evansville zone. 16-13 left in regulation. Both sides have gone to overtime once this season. Peoria winning theirs, Evansville losing theirs. Both of them against Quad City. Carvalho and Taylor Macon for the draw. Taylor Macon a goal and an assist tonight for him. Carvalho wins it to Ernst. In trouble, able to move it to Frazier, moves it up, but picked off by Helgeson. He had the goal that gave Evansville a lead. Macon across the line. Smith shoots it, fought off by Levine. To the near side boards. Frazier trying to move it up. Able to do so. Past Carvalho and everybody. It'll be icing on Peoria. 4:07 into the third period. Shots in this period. Evansville has 1. Peoria has 2. Peoria has a shot in the advantage of the game. 20-14. Parker Gahagan, 17 saves at his end. Eric Levine, 11 for 14. Carvalho and Holton for this draw. Right side of Eric Levine. Off the face-off, Thunderbolts control. Cronwall, left point, plays it down low. Sutliff, head of Ostroba. Little spin move, able to hand off to Holton. On the near side. Shoots one on goal, stopped by Levine. Gets his own rebound. Far boards now to the point. Sanvito tees one up and shoots. It's blocked off by his own man Sutliff and cleared. Sanvito blasted back in from the red line on goal. Levine who makes a save and hands off. Then Ostroba in trouble. Picked off by Holton. Shoots St. Levine underneath them. And again able to sit on top of it. Levine a couple times now. Just barely getting enough of it. And that was Ben Ostroba. Great play by Hayden Holton on the forecheck. Caused that chance. And Levine had to make another big save to keep it tied. And he's certainly feeling the pressure. And this one so far gets a pat on the back from Darren McCormick. As again, he didn't have much time to get set up on it. Got one pad down. Went off his other pad. Able to get enough of it. Game of inches. Far side of Levine for the puck drop. Plevy and Nieminen. Both players have a goal in this one so far. Off the draw. Bounces to the far board. Swenson goes down the play. Clean play by the Rivermen. Swenson gets to the loose puck. Poked away into the corner. Swenson still has it, but lost it there to Nieminen. Peoria starting up now. Nieminen with Reichertz near him. It's sent back the other way. Zykov bounces over his stick. Puck really bouncing out there this period. Gahagan settles it behind his nets. Helgeson, Butler, Plevy, Zykov, and Swenson for Evansville. 2 of the 3 Thunderbolts goal scores. Zykov hasn't scored, but he's had some great chances. Here comes Seth Swenson with Zykov. 2-on-3, blasting it from the neutral zone. Glove down by Levine. He's seen enough. 4:37 gone. Third period, Peoria has tied it. Back in a moment.
Napa Know-How isn't just for guys like this. Power tools. Every driver deserves quality parts. Practical and cool. So you can do it yourself with Napa Auto Parts or get it done for you at a Napa Auto Care Center. Which means Napa Know-How is for you, karaoke car lady. And never popped a hood guy?
I can pop a hood.
You too, Mr. Park a mile away. Oh yeah. Do it yourself or have it done for you. That's Napa Know-How.
Napa Know-How.
14:37 left to go in regulation time. Thunderbolts and Rivermen tied at 3. Reichert with the game-tying goal early in this period. The Thunderbolts getting some more shots on goal. They have 5 this period to Peoria's 2. And pressing for the go-ahead goal. Taylor Macon, who had 1 goal to start off the rally back in the second. He's out for the draw. His opponent is Alec Bear. False start on this draw as Hageman jumped. This time, tied up a shot off the draw. Save Levine by Taylor Macon. Great play off the draw. And that's 6 shots now in this period for the Thunderbolts. Helms goes back for it as Peoria cleared. The Thunderbolts, if they can keep up this momentum, will try to retake the lead. Here's Kyle Thacker. Lead pass tipped down ice inside the red line by Smith, so no icing. Macon battling down low. Frees up the puck, and a shot scooped over the net by Smith in the backhand. Elms, nice pass to Smith, who shoots. Knocked down in front. Macon gets two in the corner. Thunderbolts cycling the puck very well here. Helms down low. Barnaby. Round the near side, Kyle Thacker. Thacker shot on goal, save, rebound, but it's onto a Peoria stick. It's cleared. Macon gets it back to the red line. Able to hold off Hageman. Thunderbolts regroup. A little over 6 minutes gone. Third period, 3-3 game. Macon flips this one deep. After this one is Calvis. He's out with Hamilton on defense. Carvalho and Dion and Ernst are the forwards for Peoria. This one's picked up and cleared down ice by Evansville to be an icing on the Thunderbolts as Neville gets their head of Sutliff. 13:27 left to go here in this third period. Once again, third of 10 meetings this season between the Thunderbolts and the Rivermen. The Thunderbolts held it close against Peoria in the couple games they played, only losing 4-2. Second of 6 meetings here at the Ford Center this season. Thunderbolts go back to Peoria in January for 3 games and 4 nights. The only other times they'll go back to the Peoria Civic Center. Off this draw, Butler heads it to Sutliff, and he's able to move it up ice. Drops down the blue line for a Stroba, who comes back the other way. Stroba up the near boards. Loose puck momentarily, able to move it into the near side corner. Butler with Carvalho, banked along and out. This will go down for another icing on Evansville with 13:06 to go in regulation. Let's take a look at the road ahead, presented by La Quinta, the official host hotel of the Evansville Thunderbolts. One game tomorrow night against the very same Rivermen, and they hit the road for 5 straight. Next November 22nd, 23rd in Macon, and Thanksgiving week the day before in Knoxville, day after in Quad City, and another game in Quad City to round out that weekend. As you look at the road ahead, presented by La Quinta. Nice battle at the Evansville line. Freed up the puck, Sam Vito. Thunderbolts doing very well with winning puck battles in this game. Butler up the near side for Sutliff. Plays this one deep from the blue line. Chasing is Holton. Levine plays it to the corner. Frazier and Holton tie up. Yevon, the second man in, finds the puck. Frazier, stretch pass, tipped down ice by McCormick. This will be an icing on the Rivermen. So we've had a few different icings now for both sides. 12:38 to go in regulation. This one certainly could be a game that goes the distance. Plevy for the draw, and Zykov ready for a shot. Plevy can win it back. Set up just outside the face-off circle. Plevy does not win it. Hamilton has it. Banked out of the zone. This one in the penalty box. Deflected. Face-off will stay in the zone. But now after we got Zykov and Riker mixing up, Riker gets the headlock and then quickly disperses. Not sure what started that one. Face-off stays in the zone regardless. I doubt we'll see a penalty out of that this stage of the game and this kind of scenario. There's been 8 power plays. No one has scored. At this point, more than likely it'll have to be a surefire penalty in order to get a call here. Deadlocked at 3 halfway through the third. Plevy and Nieminen for the draw. Nieminen wins this one back. 2 big face-off wins for the Rivermen in their own zone. This one's cleared to center. Cronwell retrieves. Hands this one back to Lubin. He's pressured by Reichertz. Pass ahead was deflected off of Reichertz, so this is no icing. Levine settles it for Hamilton. Hamilton deflects this one. Just center ice. Lubin again. Banks it off the near board. Zykov plays this one in from inside the red line. Levine double thinks about it. Able to hand off in time. And the Rivermen start up McCormick. Lead pass goes up the glove of Reichertz. Blasted in from the red line to the far corner. Peoria gets a change going. Lubin back for the puck. As we're now 8 minutes into the third. Lubin tips this one down ice. Levine gets the stick on it. Down low and hands off. Levine making a lot of big saves in this period. Smith on the intercept. Kept in by Macon. Good play. Neville retrieves down low. Pressured by Barnaby. Neville has another one coming. Able to move it along to Bear. Lead for Hageman up the near side. Hageman down low. Poked at. Here carries on. Goes around to the far side. Now center. Shoots it wide. A full 360 there, but nothing on goal. Barnaby banks this one back to center ice. Not far enough for icing. Thunderbolts get a partial change. Calvis has the puck for the Rivermen, with Smith watching. 4 men sit in the neutral zone for Evansville. Now Barnaby goes and chases. Neville has it for Peoria. Leads it to the neutral zone. Ernst checked off by Sulla, following up his Carvalho on the left side. Plays it to the net, misses everybody. Near side corner, Hageman. Hageman on his backhand, makes it to the points, drops it off, and a couple quick passes are intercepted. Sutliff plays it back to the way. Hageman again in front of his own bench. Hands this one back to Skroba. Skroba starts off from behind his own nets. Now 10:48 to go in regulation. Tipped on ice. Race for the icing. It's waved off. Dion, a good play to get to it first. Tried to shoot it on goal. Was blocked off. Reggio near point. Shot wide from the crowd. Ernst to the far corner. Drops it off behind the net. Battle between Dion and Holton. Dion pulls to the far corner. Dion spinning away. Holton stays with him. And again deflects a pass away. Now he gets help, and coming out is Tanner Butler. Great play by Hayden Holton. Sulliff places one down ice. Thunderbolts get another change going. 10:15 to go. Peoria as well changes. Thunderbolts now with Lubin, Zykov, Helgeson, Plevy, and Seth Swenson. Peoria starting up with the Skroba. McCormick. Pass to neutrals and intercepted. Played back in by Evansville. Frazier back for this one. Out with the Skroba. McCormick once again in front. This one's high sticked into the penalty box. Riker was the one that did it, so the faceoff's in the Rivermen zone. But we'll have a brief timeout. 9:59 to go. Third period of play. 3-3 is the score.
Thank you, Tri-State, for voting Premier Tan the #1 tanning salon, 15 years and counting. At Premier Tan, we carry all your favorite lotions and accessories. And we offer the best in sunbed and sunless tanning with the latest state-of-the-art equipment. Plus, our friendly and knowledgeable staff can customize the perfect tanning package to fit any budget. Stop by today and see for yourself why Premier Tan is the #1 tanning salon. Premier Tan, with 5 convenient locations in Evansville, Newburgh, and Darmstadt.
Halfway through this third period, lone goal of the period belonging to Jacob Reichertz, unassisted at 2:58. I'd say 4 of the 6 goals are just good luck bounces on both sides. The Thunderbolts goals have been through some hard work as well, and so have a couple of Peoria's. This face-off in the Peoria zone. So it's played out of play with a high stick. Thunderbolts coming back in the shot count. They have 5 shots this period. Peoria has 2. We haven't seen any shots in a while. A lot of end-to-end action. Peoria has had a little trouble finding the exit lanes from their own zone. Thunderbolts are doing excellent in many areas. Winning puck battles in all 3 zones. Plovey and Yemen for the draw to the right side of Eric Levine. Off this face-off. Won by Swenson, but recovered by Nieminen. Not out, held in by Helgeson. Scooped into the far corner, Swenson. Pressured by Hamilton. Nieminen as well, and Plevy moves in. Puck is freed up. It's on the stick of Plevy. Hits a spot on the boards that bounced it away, and Peoria gets a bounce. Now a battle in the near side corner. Poked up the boards. Reichertz. There's a game-tying goal to the point. Helgeson can't clear. And chance is cut off as Butler is back against Nieminen. This one is sent out of play. And it's a penalty on Evansville for delay of game, I believe. That's what I believe the signal is for. Tanner Butler. It is a penalty on Tanner Butler. Peoria's 5th power play of the game. Their 2nd delay of game penalty of the night for Evansville. And this, in my opinion, is a must-kill for Evansville. The Thunderbolts have established some good pressure in this first half. Big test here. 9:30 to go. Delay of game to Butler at 10:30 the third. To the left side of Parker Gahagen for this draw. Holton wins this one back. Butler the man in the box. Helms Helgeson. Selif. Round out the penalty kill units. To the near side, Neville. With Ernst, Hageman. Carvalho. And Dion. Dion camped down in front using his size. This shot to the net was blocked off. Selif freed up the puck but recovered. Neville on the far point. Now Hageman on the near side. Hageman back to center. Neville. Hands off. Ernst shoots. Blocked by Helgeson. Ernst on the far side. Now Carvalho. To the near side for Hageman. Walks the boards. Looks back to the point. Feeds it to Neville. Now another handoff to Ernst, who shoots it. Deflected. May have been stopped. Not sure if he got a piece of it. Gahagen. Neville again at point. Minute 15 to go. Hageman back across to Ernst. He shoots it wide. To the near side of the minute 8 to go in the power play. Hageman. Cross to Ernst on the far side. Around the boards. Hageman again on the near side. Pressured by Helgeson. Puck worked free. Helms around. Rolls to center. Off a stanchion. Recovered. And cleared by Holton. This one's poked into the net. Poked into the bench. And then Holton was checked by Carvalho after the whistle. Not sure what started that. And that drew a crowd quickly. Evansville bench wanted a call for Holton going down on the play. Good effort regardless by Holton to force it out of the zone. And yes, I believe we're getting a penalty on Peoria. I think. No, we're not. Oh, Reichert skated all the way to the penalty box. Did not go in, but he skated ever close. Mains up Peoria power play. Another 49 seconds. No shots yet. Center ice face-off. One back by Hamilton. To Hamilton. This is McCormick across to Alec Bear. Gains the zone. Drops it for Reichert on the near boards. Pass again to Bear going into the corner. Plays it to the front. No connection there. Far wall McCormick. Short pass nearly intercepted. Thacker trying to move it along. And now it's McPherson in the far corner. McPherson to the point. Hamilton can't hold the zone as he poked at it. 25 seconds to go. Hamilton back for this one. 7:50 to go. Third period, 3-3 the score. 15 seconds to go as McCormick into the zone. Drops it off for Reichert. Reichert, short pass, missed Hamilton again, and it's out. 10 seconds, Hamilton, pressured by Macon, back to his own zone. Moves it up to Reichert. Here comes Calvis, handing off, play to the front, deflected away. Back to even strength. Peoria 0 for 5 in the power play. A huge kill for the Thunderbolts. Means tie. McCormick near side. Peoria still working on the offense. This is McPherson. Handing off. Benningle shot fought off by Gahagen. Loose puck in the crease. Recovered and covered by Gahagen. No shot to the power play. No shot there either. Good job of the defenseman. And covered up with 7:11 to go. And this face off to the left side of Gahagen once again. We see updates on the scoreboard. Presented by the Edge Body Boot Camp. Knoxville final over Macon 4-3. Quad City now leading Huntsville 2-1. As I mentioned, of course, faithful 6-2-1 over Roanoke earlier today. Hageman in a battle with Helgeson on the near side. As the play continues, this one sent wide. Play was allowed to continue. Not surprisingly. This one a hopper. That one's kicked out by Gahagen. A shot from the near point was bouncing on its way to the goal. Back in comes Peoria. Escroba to center. Shot over the net. Good play to get a shot away, but missed. Helgeson comes up with it for Evansville. 6:38 to go. Pass was off of Peoria's stick and recovered by Neville in the Rivermen end. Up the near side for Dion. Dion. Shot wide. To the far wall for Ernst. Getting there first was Swenson. And will send it back to neutral territory. Passed across for Theo Calvis. And back across. Neville plays up the near side for Dion. This one is off of Helgeson. Rolls to the corner. Helms gets it for Evansville. Bouncing pass up the middle. All the way down. Not being icing. Not far enough. Neville gets control. Pressure by Sullivan. Able to hand off. Paul Frazio chased out from behind the net. Now started up to Zach Nieminen. Right, the goal they made it 2-0 back in the first period. This one deflects, stays in play. Lubin back in his own end. Able to hold on. And now starts up the near side. Pass goes off Sanvito. Gets to it on the near side corner. Sanvito pressed off the puck. And now it's Reichert the other way for Peoria. 5:35 to go. Play deep by Reichert's. After this one is Lubin. Nice little short chip to Cronwall. Back to center off of Calvis. Nearly lost it at the red line. Recovers, but Cronwall fishes it away. Cronwall plays this one deep. Levine will stick handle it and let it go to Hamilton. Chased by Taylor Macon. Theo Calvis at the far side. Cut off by Smith. Smith. Here's Barnaby with a lane. Barnaby around the net. Wraparound save. And Hamilton gets it back. Thunderbolts forecheck goes to work. Helms off the wall, sent wide. Near side for Thacker. Barnaby in the corner. Puck sent around the far corner. Hamilton gets to it. Rest by Macon, able to move it up to McPherson. It's out to center ice. Barnaby turns this one back. Of somebody on the Peoria bench. Plays continue. Must hit the linesman. Under 5 minutes to go here in the third. 3-3. This one coming down to the wire. Helms and Carvalho down in the Evansville end. Carvalho has a hand around Helms. Far side to Scova. Shots kicked out by Gahagan. And a lead for Swenson one-on-one against Neville. Swenson makes a move. Backhander sent wide. Good time, and then he was checked. Swenson gets to it again in the near side corner. However, Peoria recovers. Near point, and out comes Carvalho. Good rush by Swenson. And the officials letting these teams play here in this third. Only one power play on either side. In the period, it was a delay of game, which obviously it's black or white. This one, down the length of the ice, no icing. And the Czechs picking up in the last 4 minutes to go. Frazio lost it. Helgeson leads for Sutliff. As Sanvito joining the rush. Sutliff shot save. Levine may have got a piece of it, and he's run to partially by Sanvito. Play continues. He was at the edge of the crease. Delay outside forces Evansville out. 3:45 to go. Either side could strike at any time. This one deflects deep in Evansville territory. Gahagan plays it away from Nieminen. Helgeson. Holton. Off the stick of Sanvito and deep. Thunderbolts change for 3.5 to go. This one's led to Reichert, who chips this one down. No icing. Cronwall. 200 seconds left in regulation time. Brandon Lubin. Barnaby. Lost it to Bear. Into the Evansville zone. Thunderbolts match up. Reichert on the far side. Play to center was a bouncing pass. Macon fighting to get it out of the zone. Goes down. Calvis on the puck. Near side. Across. A bouncing puck on the attempted shooter. Neville from the point now. Reichert down low. Far corner. McCormick had trouble. Lubin up the wall. Smith with 2:50 to go. Here's Taylor Macon. Blazing in from the neutral zone to the far corner. Thunderbolts change again with 2:45 left in regulation. Peoria lead off the stick of Reichert's. Recovered back by Peoria. Neville across. Calvis. Carvalho. Plays this one deep. Peoria gets a change. Thacker up the near side for Zykov. 2:25 to go. Hagman gloves it down at center. Zykov fishes it away, but recovered by Carvalho. Back to the Evansville zone. 3-on-3. Drops it back. Good read by Plevy. Forces this one away, and they start up 3-on-2 Evansville. Swenson with Zykov. Shot was tied up. Good play by McPherson. And play back to the Evansville end. 2:05 to go. Both sides change a couple bodies. Thacker. Ice very snowy down at ice level. And that's a big factor in this. This one eludes Levine. Far corner. Holton. Held in. Sanvito off the skates and forced out. Helms sends it back to Sutliff at the red line. Forced back to his own zone. Regrouping. Helms off. Butler on. Sanvito. Far side up the boards and deep. Levine down low. Able to hand off in time to Hamilton. Another long stretch without a whistle here. This one hops into the bench, and we will get a stoppage. 1:26 to go. Regulation time. We are tied at 3. Back in a moment.
Septic and drain problems can hit your home or business at any time. That's why Joe Beard & Sons Corp. is here for you 24/7. That's right. No matter when your drains clog or your grease traps back up, even if it's 2 in the morning, emergency services are just a phone call away. We've been serving the community for over 65 years and have built a reputation of superior service at affordable rates. Put our experience to work for you and call today. 812-423-6616.
1:26 to go. Third period of play. Remain 3 aside. Due to that long stretch of play, both benches really get a timeout out of that. To drop their next play. Face-off is in front of the Peoria bench. Shot count 22-19 in favor of Peoria in the game. Thunderbolts with 6 shots as Peoria, and Peoria with 4. Teams once again meet tomorrow night. Tickets call 812-422-BOLT. Go to EvansvilleThunderbolts.com or visit the Ford Center ticket office for tickets. Face off again 7:15 tomorrow night. Thunderbolts back with this one, their own zone. Lead it through center. This one hops. It'll be an icing on Evansville with mostly fresh legs. 1:14 to go. Riker and Helgeson hold a conversation. Lines will make sure nothing happened out of that. Face off to the left side. Parker Gahagan. Taylor Macon on the draw against Alec Bear. Off the draw, it's Neville. Near point, places one deep for McCormick. Pressed by Swenson. Puck rolled toward the front. Turnaround shot kicked out by Gahagan. Big save there. Near side McCormick. Fan on the shot. Forced down by Butler. Those two battle in the near side corner. It rolls to the far side on the pass. Helgeson ahead of Riker and able to move it along to Smith. 50 seconds to go in regulation. Smith will play this one deep and Evansville gets a change. Neville on the near side. Oskroba. Swenson, in front of his own bench with 40. Off the skate of Zykov and deep. Nearly forced it away for a chance. Back to center it goes. Thacker. Carvalho just to lay off side so they don't touch it. Helms will corral. 25 seconds left in regulation. Helms up the near side. Glass. In deep. Frazier on it. 18. Flip to center. Glove down by Plevy. Places one deep. Just past the linesman with 10, Frazier with 6 to the neutral zone. Down ice. This one is going overtime. Both sides get a point. Peoria only overtime game this season was a win that was in Quad City in the first weekend. Jacob Reichert had the game-winning goal in overtime. The Thunderbolts one time in overtime. That was last weekend against Quad City here at the Ford Center after the Thunderbolts tied it up to make it 2-2. However, Quad City would win that one in overtime 3-2 and a goal by Stephen Gull. The fact that this is going to overtime is just a testament to how great of a game the Thunderbolts have played. Peoria deserves full credit. They're a team that has started the season well, very well. 7-0, looking to keep it unbeaten. Evansville has not had the best start. They've stayed competitive in the games that they didn't win and fought hard for the games that they did win. Now, this goes to 3-on-3 for up to 5 minutes. Both goaltenders back to their own nets. Parker Gahagan, 20 saves on 23 shots. Eric Levine, 16 for 19. Thunderbolts led the shots in the third period, 6-5. Peoria the advantage in the game, 23-19. Peoria starting up with McCormick, Nieminen, and Neville, 2 of their 3 goal scorers. Plevy, Helgeson, Smith, 2 of the 3 Evansville goal scorers. McCormick up ice, across the line against 2. Move to the far boards. McCormick, sandwiched. Helgeson tries to battle for Smith at center. Lost control. 2-on-2 the other way. Thunderbolts recover. Nieminen across the line. Switches to center. Shot. Save Gahagan. Able to hold on for the first save of the overtime period. 31 seconds in. No doubt fans all around the SPHL are watching this one. One shot to here in the overtime favor of Peoria. Taylor Macon, the other Evansville goal scorer, was Swenson. And I believe that's Kyle Thacker. Peoria has Carvalho, Reichertz, and Oskroba. Reichert had the game-tying goal. Off this draw. Poked out to center. No. Keldon, and a shot from the point was stopped by Gahagan. Great play by Reichertz. He has it again on the near side. Moves up. Reichertz to center. Nice play to work it away by Helms. Again, the points forced to center. 2 shots to 0 in overtime. 50 seconds in. Peoria regroups from their own end. It's Carvalho. Starting up now. Carried in. Play to the inboard. Swenson ahead of Carvalho. Wins the puck battle. Up the bench side, Seth Swenson has Macon at center. Swenson plays this one deep. This one's played to Calvis, Theo Calvis. Macon off Sutliff on. Carvalho off. Here's Calvis, far side, save Gahagan again. Base, and it's one back by Swenson. Bear the man on for Peoria. Played back deep. Lubin after this one. Gets to it behind his own nets. Brandon Lubin with Sullivan and Swenson. Peoria with Bear, Ernst, and Theo Calvis. 3:12 to go in the overtime period, or until someone finds the back of the nets. Calvis starting up 2-on-2. Sanvito racing back, hands back to Ernst. Fan on the shot. Great poke away there. Sanvito, that was made of a 2-on-1. Sutliff, the other man, hits Sutliff. Sutliff sent it just wide. And play whistle dead as he ran into Levine. He was forced in by the Peoria back checker. No penalty on the play. Levine slow to get back up. They look at it again on the board. He was collided with and forced into the net by Alec Bear. Levine's back up. Peoria's trainer out to 10 to Eric Levine. He is back on his skates. Appears to be okay. That did not count as a shot on goal for Evansville. Peoria has 3 this overtime period with 2:46 to go. Parker Gahagan staying fresh in his crease as we speak. Going through some stretches and making sure that he is ready should he be needed. Face off in the Peoria zone. Niemnik, Neville, Hageman for the Rivermen. Zykov, who's had plenty of chances, so has Barnaby and Helgeson. Off the draw to the far boards it goes. One back by Peoria. Zach Nieminen. Chased by Barnaby. Barnaby being careful not to draw into a 3-on-2. Neville starting up slowly. Now halfway through overtime. Good pick by Barnaby. Back across the line. Far side. Makes the move to the outside. Behind the net. His pass misses everybody. It's out to neutral territory. Thunderbolts will hold on to possession. With 2:18 to go, it's Helgeson. Barnaby off. Plevy on. 2:10 to go. Helgeson starts up the near side on his backhand. Helgeson taken down. No penalty, but again, whistles made as the net was knocked off the moorings. Penalties are going to be hard to come by in this overtime period because of what is at stake. He actually went under his own power. Leg kind of skipped a little bit there. Officials have called a good game tonight. Once again, official referee Logan Gruhl, linesman Brendan Newsrek, and Mitchell Huntz. Gruhl took a hit back in the first period too, and he's had a battle through that. 2 minutes left in overtime. McCormick across the line. Spin move. Goes deep. Plays to the front. Goes wide. So Skroba's going to the nets. McCormick regroups. McCormick, Skroba, and Ernst. McCormick across the line. Plays it away from Smith. It's out with Hamilton and Plevy. Skroba chased down by Smith. Minute 37 to go. Riker, this one hops. Stopped by Gahagan. It was a bouncing puck to the far side of Riker ahead of Helms. Reichertz. Those two tied up. And McCormick finds the puck. Around the nets. Far side. Peoria threatening. Plays it to the inboards of Skroba. And they lose it. Plevy. Peoria's got 2 back. Smith and Plevy. Plevy to center. They switch. Plevy shoots. Glove. See Levine. All windmill for Eric Levine as he stops Austin Plevy. And keeps this one going. 1:05 to go. That one looked like it was going top left corner. First shot of the overtime for Evansville. 1:05 to go. Taylor Macon, Brandon Lubin, Seth Swenson against Carvalho, Ernst, and Reichertz. Rather Calvis, not Reichert. Thunderbolts control in the last minute of overtime. Macon Rister blocked off. Peoria comes up with it. Carvalho steering back to hold on possession, but it's copped up to Swenson. Swenson to Macon on the far side, deflected. Macon at the point now. Poked at, battling. Back to center. Calvis trying to get to it, and does. Across the line against Macon now. To the near side corner in the Evansville zone. 38 seconds to go in the overtime period. Making up the boards. Nice pass. Swenson has Lubin with him. 2-on-1. Carvalho back. Swenson. Shot deflected away. Lubin falls up behind the nets. Ernst has possession. 22 seconds to go. Good defensive play by Jordan Carvalho. 20 seconds. Make that 17. Peoria will start up slowly. They will look to get the only chance left this overtime. 11 seconds, and here comes Carvalho. Poked out by Helgeson. Sanvito worked it away. It's high noon here in Evansville. This one going to a shootout. First shootout of the year for either side. Last season, Evansville went 2-1. Their last win against the Rivermen was in a shootout late March in Peoria. And their only win of the season against the Rivermen out of 11 meetings. We'll wait to see who will shoot first and which side will shoot first. This will be up to the Thunderbolts as the home team. Final shots in the 65 minutes. 26 for Peoria, 20 for Evansville. 3-1 for Peoria in the overtime period. The puck sits at center. The goaltenders back to their creases. Eric Levine, 17 saves on 20 shots this game. Parker Gahagen, 23 for 26. They wait in their creases. Evansville shoots first. It's Matthew Barnaby. Top of the first round. Here in the shootouts. He's got the go-ahead. Here comes Barnaby to start round one. On Levine. Finn on the shot as he made one move too many. And now Darren McCormick, who had a weird one back in the opening seconds, will look to put Peoria ahead for the second time tonight. Here comes Darren McCormick. Save as he went for the Kasper Stogevens move with a toe of the stick. And Gahagen made the same, and we're scoreless to round one. Derek Sutliff. Here he comes looking for the first goal of the shootouts. Sutliff scores! Evansville has the lead. Sutliff with the beauty. A triple deke. As he faked out Levine. Here's Jacob Reichertz looking to tie back up. He's got the game tying goal in the third. Looking for the shootout tying goal. Reichertz scores. And he does it again. We're even through two. Back to even in round three. Jacob Smith looking for, he's got no goals this season. Looking to change that. And here he comes in the top of the third round. Off the post and out. He faked the slap shot. Hit the iron. And Peoria goes back up. It's Jordan Ernst. Jordan Ernst to put Peoria in front. In on Gahagen. Save Gahagen. We go to round four, tied at 1. The man up for Evansville is Connor Sanvito. And here he comes on Levine. Looking to put Evansville back in front. Shoots it over the nets. And Peoria gets another chance to take the shootout lead. This will go at least round 5. Bottom of the 4th. This is Alec Bear. Started the season as the Thunderbolts and was traded after week 1. Here he comes on Parker Gahagan. Save Gahagan as he fought it off. Huck was put in after on the rebound, so it doesn't count. 5th round. It is now sudden death. Evansville could score and get a save. Austin Plevy scores! It's all on Gahagan now. Henderson is the man for the Rivermen. Scores and keeps it going. We go to round 6. What a battle between two teams. The Thunderbolts and the Rivermen. Plevy scored the last goal. He's back out for Evansville. Looking to do it again. Top of round 6. Scores! He does it again. And now, who else but Henderson again? Here he comes to keep it going. Save! The streak ends at 7. The Thunderbolts stun the Rivermen. The Thunderbolts stun the SPHL. Yes, yes, yes. Simply incredible. In a city that has seen already one upset this week, we have seen a second upset in a different sport, in a different league. Thunderbolts winning in a shootout over Peoria, 4-3. We go downstairs for the 3 stars in our post-game interview. 4-3, your final, Evansville.
Place they were in, going out and twice this weekend. Two very Yeah.